Alrighty. Alright, there's that. Oh, crap. Um, Alright. There's that. Well, not really. I've got like in order to do this, you have to have like 4 windows open. So let me do that. Something else is not working. I'm doing all right. I'm trying to get my chat box. My chat box never works right. Always show messages. So yeah, I do not know why that chat box does not always want to work right there. But all right then, guys, what's happening this morning? I was waiting for a few more to strag in, so to speak. A few things to talk about, some random things to talk about. So, but what is everybody doing this morning? Shout out to all the new subs. So, shout out to all the new subs. Um, just let me go, and I feel some time. I'll add that to the stream. So, so yo, what is happening, people? What is happening? Certainly hope everybody is enjoying the day. What's going on, Uncompetitive? How are you doing, young man? How are you doing? So, yeah, shout out to Uncompetitive. Thanks for coming by, brother. Been a while. Been a long time, as Eric is Rakim would say. So there's that. Let me see there. So PS5 will be $500. I'm pretty sure I sat here in this chair and said that you guys need to be prepared to pay $500 to $600. And shout out to OBJ to Don, but he was like, "Oh no, it's not going to be that much," and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, so Xbox Series X will be tree fitting. According to Zaddy was saying that the Lockhart is going to be. I mean, again, let me make this clear. If the Xbox Lockhart, if they say, "Hey, look, we're going to concentrate on 1080p to 1440p and 60 frames per second gaming," I'm not going to lie to you. There's a very good chance I will buy that. Maybe not first. I may not be the first thing I buy, but playing it, because I'm going to get a monitor. I'm upgrading my computer, so I am going to get a monitor. What's up, CJ? And once I upgrade the monitor and stuff like that, I am I don't mind playing at 1440p on console. You know what I would have to do, however, is hook up the. It's just because I'm kind of stuck. I want a new monitor, but you know, do I stay at 1080p and go get HDR? You understand what I'm saying? Where's that you know, where is that or do I get a 1440p monitor to game on with the PS5 and all that kind of stuff? So I'm kind of stuck right there. I do want HDR on my 1080p screen, so I'm looking to do that. I'm also looking to do I'm looking to do what am I trying to say here? I'm getting a new motherboard. I have decided I'm going to get the Tomahawk Max. I think it's costs like $110 at Best Buy. Very well may be able to get that in the next couple of weeks. And the graphics card, as you can see right there, I am $7 away with $10 to go. So HDR is so 2017. Well, I just think that ray tracing, you guys, is going to be overrated. Okay, I think it's going to be. I'm not here to say that it won't be nice, but I think it's going to be a little bit overrated. Yeah, Baltimore MVPs, 1080p with HDR. Yeah, there's monitors out there like that. They're not hard to find. They're about $400. So since Sony will announce 2 SKUs at once, okay, based on what? Sony's only announced 1 SKU, but I mean, to me, if Xbox does it, because according to Zaddy was saying that the Lockhart is actually real. So we'll have to wait and see if Microsoft announces something. But because I haven't seen Microsoft announce anything, but is Scarlett 2 different consoles? Is Lockhart real? If it is what's it going to concentrate on? What if they say, yeah, we want you to play the games, blah, 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 this, and here's a 1080p, 60 FPS console that, you know, that concentrates on that. You understand? And here, you know, it'll have HDR and all that kind of stuff. Maybe some soft ray tracing on it, but nothing major. So I know what Sony's doing. Sony's got their console. The PS5 is going to be but and then it sounds like what Microsoft may be doing is, while they're not going to concentrate on VR, which is, I mean, you know, it's disappointing, they may give out a second console for $399, and that console, whether people like it or not, is going to sell. It will sell because it's only $399, and it's going to have HDR and maybe some, you know, and that's just reality. That is reality. So. Xbox Series S Lockhart is only 8 teraflops. Well, 8 teraflops is actually pretty good. You mean 8 teraflops of performance? Again, that's actually pretty good. So, I mean, again, that's just reality. So why would I get a 1080p monitor for $400 if you can get a 4? Well, that's the same. I'm kind of stuck. I mean, you know, here's what I'm doing. The monitor will be the last thing I get. So I am going to get a new motherboard and a new graphics card, as you all can see right there. The graphics card is the graphics card. I may step it up. I may get the 5700 XT because I can get that for about $67 a month on Amazon. So what's up, Jemiah Dixon? So basically, Amazon, if you don't know this, Amazon has they have things you can buy in installment plans, and I may get the 5700 XT. I think my first payment will be like $80, but then after that, the payments are $64 a month for 5 months. So I can go ahead and get it that way. And so I might do that. Hell, I may do that Friday. Um, but I'm also looking to get the motherboard as well, because I might be able to get the motherboard and get that GPU in on Friday, and get the GPU on Saturday, the 22nd. Maybe. Maybe. So we'll have to do, but maybe Jemiah Dixon will because Jemiah made a good point about the 5600 XT, and I really had to think about it. But do you all think the 5600 XT will be will be playing games at 720p next year? Do you think it'll be good? How long do you think the 5600 XT card will be? Do you think it'll be good for 2 years or 3 years? If that's my whole point, that's what I'm trying to find out right now. I'm trying to do my research right now. All right, Jemiah, I see you, brother. Competitive says RDNA is like a car with fuel injection, uses less fuel. I agree on competitive, but what do you think? Do you think the 5600 XT will be a better buy at $300, or should I rock with the 5700 XT at roughly, let's just call it $100 more? I mean, I don't, because that puts me at 1440p. Or because I can play at 1080p Ultra with either card, but the 5700 XT would put me at 1440p Ultra with all games. Let me make this clear. After I get the, you all see I just solved that puzzle right there. You saw that, right, on that game. Yeah. What do you all think? What's up, Lansville, Paul? You say you're an Amazon Prime member. So am I. So am I. I saw Sonic the Hedgehog. I thought it was okay. My girl wanted to go see it, so that's fine. So I thought it was okay. Nothing bad. But all right, so what do you guys think? So, because the 5600 XT is $300. Okay, it's $300. That's out the door. It's so facto. And with the new graphics card, it would be, I'm sorry, with the new motherboard, the 5600 XT comes to $400. That's motherboard and graphics card. The 5700 XT with the new motherboard is going to be $400 plus. So, you like Harley Quinn more than Joker? Oh, really? Okay, fair enough. I mean, Harley Quinn is bombing. It is bombing. So I certainly hope that you did enjoy it. That's going to be at the discount theaters next week. That's what I was told. So yeah, I have prom. You can't, uncompetitive can't advise me, okay. So. Oh yeah, competitive. No. I'm not asking for extra money. Asking for just advice on the card. Do you all think that the graphics card is the 5600 XT? Do you all think that graphics card will only survive for about another 13 to 15 months? So that's all I'm asking. So. The PS5 will have 2 SKUs. No. I don't think the PS5 will have 2 SKUs. There is absolutely nothing indicating 2 SKUs for the PS5. Again, the PS5 will have 4K native gaming. It's also going to have checkerboarding. It will have dynamic gaming. You're going to have the VR system that they've patented. That sounds like it's pretty interesting. Possibly you may be able to get 240 frames per second on some games. With the VR. It'll support 8K gaming. All right. It's going to have the spatial sound, which, again, I'm interested in that to see how that's going to work. And it will play Blu-ray movies, 4K Blu-ray movies. So it covers everything physically. Physical media is completely covered. So, but as far as the PC question, get the 5700 XT. That's from Jemiah Dixon. Okay. All right. The PlayStation 5 and Series X will be more powerful than the 5700 XT. The card is that one. Well, again, I don't think it's not a matter of the card being dead. The card will not be dead because I will be gaming at 1440p. I will be gaming at 1080p. And that's my problem right now. Do I get a 1080p monitor with HDR? Or do I get a 4K monitor, or do I get a 1440p monitor with HDR? You know, that's my question. So I'm just kind of stuck there. So so said it misrepresented Birds of Prey. Well, I think, see, the problem with Birds of Prey is that nobody wanted it. Everybody thought they were going to do Gotham City Sirens. That's what everybody thought. It was Margot Robbie's idea to use the Birds of Prey. So Sirens isn't bad because Sirens can actually because they're bad guys, because they're the bad guys. They could go ahead in theory and put Batman or Nightwing or somebody like that in Gotham City Sirens. So says very few 1080p monitors with HDR. You need HDR10 with 4K FreeSync monitor if you can. Well, again, FreeSync and G-Sync is actually more common than you think. On monitors. What's harder to find is actually one with HDR and FreeSync. That is hard to find. So invest in a good brand monitor that will. Oh yeah. That's the thing. I just don't know which one to get. So PS5. I mean, basically, Spartan God are going to be able to do some of the same things, and everybody knows. A separate CPU and GPU is better than an APU. But both consoles will be very powerful. Grace Randolph thinks, well, there's your problem, is that you're quoting Grace Randolph. So, I mean, Grace Randolph is a hack. I mean, I don't know what else to say to you, bro. That chick is a hack and a half. So, oh yeah, the movie had good action in it. I'm not dissing the movie. But let's see here. Invest in a good brand that will last. Yeah, I will do that, definitely. What is up, Ice Queen? Yeah, she's a big DC fangirl, and she hates Marvel. She does. So I don't listen to her anymore. She got into it with John Campea because John Campea people. She said John Campea was bribed by Marvel. And all these DC fans were going around saying that, Marvel paid people off to like their movies and stuff like that. So it's just, she was one of those people implying that. She has a pretty mouth. Okay, I haven't seen that one before. Oh my! Let's look that up here. Let's see if we can find a. Let's see here. Let's go 1440p monitor, FreeSync with HDR10. Let's just see what pulls up. There's a Dell gaming monitor. Let's see what it's got on it. Excuse me. It's got FreeSync. It's 1440p. It's 60 hertz. It's 350. It's 350. That's a Dell, 27-inch gaming monitor. So, now here's one that's on sale for $289. There's this one's it's 1440p, 155 hertz overclocked. But it's native 144 hertz. It doesn't have HDR though. See, it does not have HDR. See, it looks like a lot of the monitors are moving away from HDR. They love them some free sync though. Let me tell you, they can't get enough of the free sync. So. Well, I mean, I don't mind Batman. I like the Dark Knight series. I didn't care for their portrayal of Batman in BVS and Batman v Superman and Justice League. I didn't care for that version of Batman. So find the closest micro center and go there. Man, well, I'm not close to a micro center. So I know you say if you don't like what our don't listen to them, right? But your latest problem is, I mean, again, you just lands with Paul. I don't know why you would listen to people like that. You did. I mean, I don't know what Boom is saying. I don't know what he's saying. But if you got an issue with it, then don't listen. You know, I don't. I'm. You know, I don't know what you guys are expecting people to do. Just in my opinion, just let that shit go. So yeah, you're gonna have to let it go, let it go. So me trying to fix my screen here. There's that. And there. But Man of Steel is better than any Marvel. I thought Man of Steel was a classic. I thoroughly enjoy Man of Steel. No argument out of me. No argument out of me. I like Christian Bale's version of Batman, but then again, I like Nolan's direction. So, but I still think Batman Begins is one of the best superhero movies ever, ever. I put it up there with the original Iron Man. I put it up there with Black Panther, and I put it up there with Captain America, the Winter Soldier. So the Winter Soldier and is still probably my favorite. It edges out Black Panther barely. I mean, just because the Winter Soldier was just that good of a movie. So they was never like that before though. Those guys are making you cringe. I know they gave me, oh my god, Gershberms. So yeah, they truly believe in they're talking about what's it called? They're talking about streaming like it's happening tomorrow. The streaming will not be really that good until for at least another 6 years. I mean, that's if there's the same type of investment, which investors are pulling back from game streaming right now. For Tenet, yeah, looks interesting. Looks interesting, uncompetitive. So Batman BVS was the only good part. Minus the mark. Well, I didn't think so because they did not have enough time to go into why he was so afraid of Superman. I mean, ultimately, Batman and BVS was operating out of fear. Okay, he was scared of Superman, but they never really explained why. They was just it was underdeveloped. So again, and the movie was trash. I mean, the movie did not do well. It underperformed. It did not bomb. It underperformed. So the Justice League bombed. Thor Ragnarok made more money than Justice League. So it was bad. So I mean, Thor Ragnarok of all, and Thor Ragnarok came out like 2 weeks after Justice League. I don't know if you all can pull that up. I think it came out 2 weeks after Justice League. So the Winter Soldier is the best Marvel movie, hands down. But I'm not going to argue with you. I thought Winter Soldier was the first movie directed by the Russo brothers. They directed that. They directed Civil War. Then they directed Infinity War. Then they came back and they directed Endgame. But see, they filmed it. You got to remember, they filmed Infinity War and Endgame at the same time. So, but yeah, guys, I don't listen to RDX. So, and again, I'm not going to bash RDX. I don't listen to him. So I've got nothing good or bad to say about him. So, but I stay away from speculation. So, as much as I can, I don't mind if you guys speculate. I don't mind if you ask me questions about something that I will speculate about, but am I going to look down and do a podcast on nothing but speculation? No. No. N-O. No. So let's talk about the topics here. We got Little Town Hero. Shout out to the 35 to 40 people watching at 9 a.m. Shout out to you, Lincoln Clay. I saw you earlier, brother. Ice Queen, how you doing? Lansville Paul, always a pleasure. Plus Ultra, always good. Always good to see you. JP Loco, certainly hope Australia is no longer on fire. As you can see there, the 5600 XT GPU, we are 95% there. Let's see here. So, yeah, I think I might be able to pull this off. We'll have to wait and see, though. But, yeah. Well, let's see here. Little Town Heroes coming. Division Part 2, Final Fantasy 7. So, all right. So, Final Fantasy 7 is shipping on 2 Blu-ray discs that are 100 gigabytes. So, it's that's big. That's a lot of information being on that game. And so for people like me who are upset that it's going to be episodic and things like that, which I still don't want it to be episodic. I got to kind of pipe that down a little bit. I got to walk that back because 100 gigs of information, that's a big game. So I'm buying this game day one, and but it's a lot of space is going to be needed. So I'll be getting rid of some stuff. I will be getting rid of some stuff. So yeah. So I don't know if you guys plan on buying Final Fantasy 7, but once I get that, that's my big JRPG. That is my big game. For this year. I don't know. Shout out to everybody who's playing The Last of Us. I'm playing that too, but it's just not the biggest game I'm looking forward to. The Last of Us is the third most exciting. The game I'm the third most excited about is The Last of Us. So number one would be Final Fantasy 7. I'm also excited about MLB The Show. I'm getting more and more excited about the Avengers game and The Last of Us. Let me make that clear. And The Last of Us. So you're going to use your Death Stranding Pro for Final Fantasy 7. I hate you guys. I mean, that was one pro I wish I could have gotten. But shout out to everybody that's doing that. So somebody bought Little Town Hero on Switch at a discounted price. Yeah, now Little Town Hero was a Switch exclusive that's coming to PlayStation in June. Little Town Hero is leaving the Switch, and so PlayStation stole a Switch game. What's up, Eric? So that game is coming to the PS4 in June. Now, according to White Zaddy has given it a 64 on Metacritic. So I don't know what that means, but for all you all who use Metacritic scores, that's the score from Zaddy. So, also the game that's being streamed is Control. You know, the game that everybody says failed, that flopped. You know, so yeah, I've learned how to use some more of her abilities. So what's going on, Paul G? So Little Town Heroes that they get excited about. Well, again, it's a game. I'm talking gaming news here. Okay, we're talking gaming stuff here. It's you know, it is what it is. Everybody's got to get over it. So you know, O'Shea Lennox, how are you doing? Good morning to you. So yeah, White Zaddy is the authority here for some of these cats. You know, these cats love their Zaddy. So not me. I don't get it. You know. You know, I don't get why Zaddy's got so much control over them. No pun intended. So, but yeah, Little Town Hero, the fact that it's coming, and I personally believe That's just my opinion, is that you're going to see more games with the beginning of the next generation. You're going to see a lot of the older games, the games that are just kind of meh, go to different platforms. Like I'm pretty sure that game Godzilla that's on the PS4, that game will go on PC. I mean, that game is trash, so you might as well just put it on PC. It's a PS4 exclusive game. So Yakuza 0 is taking all your gaming attention. Yeah, I mean, I need to start playing those games. So do I need to play Yakuza Kiwami first and then play 0? I mean, I'm just asking. So there's like 1,000 of those games. So it says a mobile game on Switch made by Pokemon. Yeah, Game Freak. Yeah, it is. That's what it is. So, but again, it's coming to the PS4. So, well, you just got PS Now for $60 for a whole year. I mean, that's I hate you all. Like I said, I'm upgrading my PC. So. And so that's my number one thing right now. I'm getting rid of Netflix. Matter of fact, I got to get rid of Netflix today, now that I'm thinking about it. So I'm getting rid of Netflix. Getting rid of I got to keep Hulu because they got my Project Blue Book on there, which I don't care for. It's just a hard watch. It's arduous to watch. But I got to support the UFO community and watch that. So the Godzilla game in Dreams is superior. I saw somebody, I don't know if you all saw on Twitter, that somebody remade the whole Keanu Reeves coming out at the Xbox conference saying you all are breathtaking. I mean, that's amazing what people are doing on there. So I'm blown away by what people are doing on there. So shout out to the people that are playing it. I am going to buy Dreams. I'm just going to wait for it to go to PS5. Where it's going to have a little, have a little bit more power, have a little bit more better physics engines. So yeah, you got Yakuza Remaster Collection, Yesterday Game, Streets of 5 in it. Okay. If I watched Lost in Space, yeah, Simon, it was trash. They need to kill that Smith woman off. They didn't kill her off. And I tried to watch it. The second season was trash. That woman is killing police officers, and she's getting away with it. It's just dumb. So can't do it. So so you're keeping Netflix and Hobo Max in a year, and maybe Disney Plus in a year. Yeah, Disney Plus. If you get Disney Plus, you can get Hulu and Disney Plus combined for like $7. So and you can add ESPN to it for I think it's like $9.99. ESPN Plus. Everybody was saying, well, you can get regular ESPN. No, it's ESPN Plus that you get. So, yeah, Dreams is surprising a lot of people. And again, White Zaddy loves Dreams. It's got like a 90-91 on Metacritic. So now they're talking about, well, Ori and the Will of the Wisp will be better. Well, Ori and the Will of the Wisp will also be on PC. So, I mean, it's because that's where I'll be getting it, is on PC. But, yeah, I thought Lost in Space, as far as the way they have to figure things out scientifically, I think that's actually pretty neat. If it would just stick to that, it would be fine. But I don't know how they're lost in space. I mean, they know they're in. Are they in Alpha Centauri? Is that where they went? I keep forgetting where they went. I thought if they went to Alpha Centauri, wouldn't that be where Beetlejuice is, that big red star? That's why I thought they were going. No, they're not in Alpha Centauri. Then where'd they go? Is it Tai Seti? They went somewhere. So he says it's fire. Okay, you're only 3 episodes into Lost in Space. Yeah. I mean, I think it's a good show. I think they could almost do a prequel on it, on how they reverse engineered those engines. I think that'll be pretty good. So, picked up a physical copy of Dreams today. Cool. They did not go to Uranus. They actually left the solar system. They have like a light speed engine that they're able to use. They didn't make it to Alpha Centauri. Okay, but they were headed to Alpha Centauri then. Okay. So I knew it was something like that. I don't know why they would go there and not go to Thai Seti, but all right, fine. It's not my show. So just met Scarecrow and Lost in Space. There you go. So, but no, it's crazy. You know that show. I didn't like it at all. I binge watched it. So, and I'm like, this is not that good. And right now there's no season 3 planned right now. Not, at least not yet. Nothing's been announced. What's Lost in Space? It's a TV show on Netflix. I thought the first season was actually not bad. The second season though was trash. So, but it's on Netflix. You can watch it if you have Netflix. So, but yeah. Let's talk about the division now. How many of you all? Now look. I got to go to GameStop in like 2 more hours. I will buy the Division Part 2 if anybody out there wants to play it on PlayStation 4. But I need at least 3 people that are going to play the game. So who wants to sign up? This will start from the beginning. We will start at the beginning. Okay? So if you all want to play that, somebody let me know by the end of this podcast. And I will go buy it. Because it's only $5. It's only $5, so you know, so I can afford that. So what game? The Division Part 2. So I'm also going to start playing Warframe or Warhammer or something like that. So the Division Part 2, not your jam. Well, it's only $5, Simon. So I don't know if you can jam on it for $5. I don't know if you can jam with. I mean, it's not my jam either, but it's only $5. So I may have to go ahead and make that sacrifice. So, oh yeah, I know uncompetitors moving. Yeah. So time zones will be an issue. Yeah, I guess in theory it could be. That's why I need 4 people. Need to at least play with 3 at a time, and because you can play that game by yourself for like the first, I don't know, say the first, so you get to like level 8, but then after that you have to have a team. So yeah. So picked up your figure. I saw. I read that. But so yeah. So Jeremiah Dixon says to get the 5700 XT. And let me see here. Let me send him a message here. Oh no, J-Dub sent the GIF. I'm just typing a message to Jemiah. There we go. But I do want that Tomahawk motherboard. I just want it because it's got a missile on it. Oh, man. So you sold most of the division. You already sold it? Hang on. It's a lot better balance than the original. Well, it probably is. It probably is. You'll get it, but it's kind of hard for you to game with your daughter in the hospital. Oh, well, no, don't get it, man. If you got family in the hospital, then definitely do that. That's way more important. So, so that is way more important. But yeah, my that motherboard is because I have a 350 motherboard, and I keep getting conflicting reports that my motherboard will hold the 5600 XT or the 5700 XT. I've been told by one group that it will. I've been told by another group it may have some issues. So, like, if I go ahead and get a new one, I won't have to worry about it. You dig? So, yeah, J-Dub City is the man. So let me move to the other thing here for the closing last 15, 20 minutes here. And we're going to talk about the list here that I didn't make. Let's see if I can pull this up here. That way I can just read off of it. So I don't know if people saw this list, and I didn't make this list, so now I feel some kind of way. So as I'm supposed to be making all the lists, I can't get into the corporate slave awards, and I can't get on this crumb side list, I think it was called. So, so I'm over here feeling some kind of way because I don't ever win anything. I can't win for losing. So, so I guess I'm just too accurate of a podcaster to get stuff like this. But, so there's this crumb side list. It was funny, actually. It's called The Biggest Clowns of Crumb Side, and it starts at F, F being normal and cool, and it goes all the way up to S. I don't know how they make it up there like that for being the biggest clown. So on the F line, there's like Overdone and J-Dub City and Porter Rock. They're like the normal guys. Then on the E line is All Day Digital. Shout out to All Day. King Thrash. Somebody named Heath Stevens 69. I think he's been by here a few times. I can't remember. And then it says El Diablo Spartan God is on the E line. Then you move to the D line. You got King's Blood Gaming, who I thought was a PC guy. The Real Masculine. That's the guy that always talks about his fuckery. Somebody named Laquan. You have the Mooch who's down on the D line, okay? Mooch is on the D line. You have Vaughn. I never heard of him. Oh, you got BitCloud. Followed by Fatal Mephisto. So, all right, then. So you move to the C line. You got Nethos. I would have put him higher, but fair enough. Big Dev GB, never heard of him. Never heard of him. My man, 50 grand, one stop for gamers on the C line. See, I thought he stopped doing gaming podcasts, but I thought he was doing the flat earth things. M2K, I would have definitely put him higher. Mr. Manhattan, that sounds familiar. Oh, then you got the Ash and Luca on the C line. Oh my gosh. You go to the B line, and now it starts getting hotter. You've got Post Up on there. You got Next Gen 720. You got the best bot himself, Kid Smooth, on the B line. Big Money is on the B line. Broken Games HDR. They got BG up. That's actually pretty high. Sony Profit. And something called Dark Minds or Minds. That's the B line. On the A line, you got D-Batch, the Canadian con man. Alex Escobar. I haven't seen Alex around in a while. Shout out to Alex. FC Violent. Yeah, that's about where he belongs. 706 Gamer. Yeah, I can see that. Dirt Griggity. D-Crap Gamer. Now, isn't that amazing how Crap Gamer's on the A line? I mean, Mooch is already down at the D line. And then you got Sick Humor TV. Shout out to Sick Humor TV. Then you have something to call, I think you have Lobo. Oh my God, you have Lobo on the A line. Oh man. Then I have you have the ultimate, the biggest clown line. It's this is the S line for us. I don't know what the S means, but it's got Pizzo, Black Baron, My Wallet, like Pac-Man, okay. J-Tech TV. Dealer Gaming, of course, that makes sense. Omega Zio, whatever his name is up there. Buck that. And these guys are on the S line. Colt Eastwood. And then you got Foxy Games up there with Colt Eastwood and Dealer. Oh my God. I didn't make this list though. So I feel some kind of way. So I need to make. You all need to have. I need my own list. You know, I need to make my own list. I can't win anything, so I can't win nothing. You know, I'm mad as hell that I don't win stuff like this anymore. So, you know, you know, I need to win something. I don't win anything. So I didn't see Jemiah on that list. So, and you know, he may have been on that list. I didn't see him though. What's up, Arta Forte? How you doing? So I did not make the list. So I need to make the list. So somebody needs to make a list for me. So somebody needs to debo the list. I need to be like above everybody. At the very top needs to be the Messiah of Xbox, because I am the one ring that rules them all. So oh man. So, you know, oh man. I need that one. So somebody needs to make up another one. So, well, the essence says it's the biggest joke of all. So, I mean, that's pretty bad. I mean, you're gonna make a list like that. Golly. So, oh, Jemiah's on the B line. Okay, let me look at it again. I don't see Jemiah Dixon's name up there. The B line is Post Up, Next Gen, Kid Smooth, Big Money, Broken Games, Sony Profit, and Dark Minds. I don't see Jemiah's name up there. I mean, this isn't about the people. I mean, I didn't make it either. So, I mean, I feel some kind of way. So, Porter Rock, though, is at the very bottom of the list. I don't see your name, Jemiah. So I just don't. So, I just don't. I mean, I think it's hilarious, though. I mean, like I said, I didn't make the list. So, I feel some kind of way about it. I'm over here complaining about it. I'm jealous of everybody that makes the list. So, because if anybody's going to be at the top, it needs to be the Messiah of Xbox. So, like I said, I'm the reason why it's more dangerous with the lights on. Okay? I am the guns of Navarro. So, it's just the way it's going to be. Oh, Dark Minds is your Discord name? Oh, I didn't know that. Oh my goodness. Well, see, I'm jealous. I mean, you all made the list and I didn't make the list, so I'm mad. I mean, I'm more mad than anything right now. Like I said, I feel some kind of way. I know Ice Queen. Me and Ice Queen in the same predicament. So what somebody needs to do is put me at the very top of the list, like off the top of the list and on top of everybody, and just put the one that rules them all. The best Xbox gamer out there, which is me. I got the #1 Xbox podcast out there. So it is what it is. I got the best one. I got the most accurate. So, I also wanted to show you guys something, but now I can't show it to you because I don't know how to show content on here. So, but now I feel some kind of way. I'm more mad than anything. So, like I said, guys, look there at that screen, and it says the 5600 XT GPU. We are $7 away from it. So, does nobody out there not have a heart to donate $7 so we can get this GPU? Okay? So, that's all I'm saying. So, now Jemiah says that it's going to be the 5700. Okay, he says it against his better judgment. Okay. It says here, I'm on the top of Santa's naughty list. There will be Stadia in my stocking next year. Well, I mean, I don't win anything, so I'm not at the top of his list. So, so I'm over here feeling some kind of way. What's that word? I'm salty. Yeah, I'm salty right now. So, I'm over here about ready to go off. How do I not make the list? So, the Ice Queen's on the good list. I mean, we're over on the side. We're eating our tea and crumpets. So, I'm mad. I'm pissed off. I don't make any list. So, I mean, that's sad, man. That is sad. So, I'm more mad than anything. Like I said, I feel some kind of way about it. So, I'm like I said, I'm PO'd about it. So, I'm also going to send some video to Broken Games HD. I'm going to send some Mass Effect video. He keeps saying it's got to be 1080p. So, I guess that's what I recorded is 1080p. So, but I'm madder than hell. I am the gun of Navarro. I don't ever win nothing. So, maybe Jemiah Dixon will help me win the 5700 XT. So, let's see here. Oh, all right, Jemiah. I see you, brother. Yeah, well, that 5700 XT is I'm going to type in how much that is. So I just sent you that message on Twitter, Jemiah. So, yeah. So some rapper named Pop Smoke shot and killed in what appears to be a home invasion robbery. So if your name is Pop Smoke, that's terrible if it is. So, yeah. Well, wait a minute. I may be able to find one cheaper than that, though. Australians swear like drunken sailors is what we do. All right, then. So, I didn't see J-Dub there. So, they made a new list. Well, I mean, I can't get on no list. So, what we need to do is make a list. I want to be at the top of the list, and it needs to say the one that rules them all. And it needs to be me. I mean, I don't know how to make lists like that. So somebody that has a graphics design or whatever you all call that degree, somebody needs to make a list. And I just want to be at the top of the list. So I want to be at the top of the list. So that way I can say, look, I'm at the top of the list. The one that rules them all. Then I can show that list to everybody to say, I am the man. I am the snowman. Oh, J-Dub, I thought you were. How come you're not blue, my brother? Let's see here. All right, J-Dub, now you're blue. I thought you were. So go ahead and type something else in there, J-Dub. Oh, as you can see, J-Dub, if you look at I don't know if you can see the screen where you are. I always thought you were blue, man. I don't know when that happened. If you can see that right there, J-Dub, where it says the 10 days to go, as you can see, the 5600 XT GPU by AMD is I am $7 away. So if you feel inclined to put us over the top over here on the Porch Light Podcast with a $7.01 donation, I'll be able to get that graphics card. As you can see, the PC community has been really good. So it's been really good. But if you feel inclined, go ahead and do it. Because I don't win anything. So yeah, I'm over here feeling some kind of way. That's why I put that in there. I didn't make it, and I feel some kind of way. So, and I do feel some kind of way. So everybody wins but me. And I need to be at the top. It needs to say the one that rules them all. Art of Igmore, what's happening, my brother, says I need to get the high end. The high end what? Look, I like playing it. Look, I started playing at 1080p high settings, graphic settings when I got this. Cause see, I had an HP monitor that was trash. Okay, it was dog crap. All right, so I got this new Samsung monitor, and I put on all the bells and whistles. It's got free sync in it. I turned this thing on, and it just blew me away. So, like, to me, I don't need nothing else. I mean, I'm not a greedy man. So you could ask J-Dub City. I am a humble man of humble means, and I just want to be entertained. So, but at the end of the day, if I'm to get something higher in, that means a donation has to happen. Because you can see, I'm $7 away from getting a 1080p Ultra gaming card. So greed is good. Now you sound like Michael Douglas's character from Wall Street. So I'm sure greed is good at the smorgasbord. I agree. If there's ribs out there, I will be greedy. So yeah. So, but shout out to Art of Igmore. How are you doing this morning? Art of Igmore is always here. Hit that like button and share away. I did not make the list. I feel some kind of way. I mean, that's all I can say. I'm jealous. I'm mad. I'm the Guns of Navarro. So I'm just making my own list. So maybe I'm just going to make my own list, and I'm the one at the top. It needs to say the one that rules them all, you know. So, you know, but I don't make lists, yeah. So I can't win. So I'm that person on The Price is Right that just sits down there on contestant row the whole show. So, you know, it doesn't happen for me. So, but yeah, if anybody wants to play the Division Part 2, I need to know. I will go get that game. It's $5. I can afford that. So that's what I'm aiming for today. Because I don't feel, you know, I got XCOM. I'm playing that again. My God, I'm having a good time again. You know, killing aliens. So that's always fun. So but yeah, I'm upset. I feel some kind of way, you know. If you make the list, put me at the top. Well, I don't know how to make lists like that. So I don't know how to put people at the top of it. So, but I will. So there's comments like that put it still. I never had a pineapple pizza. I did, however, have a barbecue chicken pizza. Whoa, wait a minute. I see something. Did something just happen? Do we have it? Let's see what happens here. So shout out to J-Dub City. Shout out to J-Dub City with the $10 holla. We have ascended. We can now get the 5600 car. I will change that right now. Shout out to J-Dub City. Yes. Yes. We are there, ladies and gentlemen. We've done it. The community has come through. So I can now change this to, let's see here. I need to go up here. I need to, let's see here. All right. Is all right. So we got to go here. Oops. And now we did it. We did it. Let me put that. That'll be one. Let's see here. Oh, I see. That's 153. So we did it. That is it. Go bet. And I'm going to go here. That is whoops. So say 03. What is the date? 01, 2020. And it's done. And that is up there now. So, alrighty. So, it was JP Local all the time. Somebody's in everybody's Discord. So, yes, thank you. No, thank you guys. No. That does not happen without you guys. So, so that's great news. So that is great news. So I have a chub now. I'm getting a little tear in my eye. So I won something. So again, I'll be buying Dreams, but I'm gonna get it for the PS5. So I'm gonna get it for the PS5. But now I have a little tear in my eye. I finally won something. So J Dub is still handing out contracts. Well, he I don't know if you still J Dub, if you're still there, are you still handing out contracts for people? I got a feeling a lot of people are going to be jumping on once something Jeff Keighley said that it did kind of surprise me is when he said, wait a minute, how come he's not on the list? Who's that? J-Dub City? He's at the bottom line. It's like him and Porter Rock. They're at the bottom. I didn't even get the bottom of the list. I didn't even get into the cool kids club. So I'm just nowhere. I'm mad as the Dickens too right now. So I didn't make the list. Not unless there's a new list out there. So I mean, is there another list out there? Somebody send me the new list then. Just send it to my Twitter. Because this is a good day. I'm celebrating right now. I mean, Damn, he's caught. Hold on. I see the list now. It says the biggest Phil Spencer nut huggers. Oh my God. And some people got the promotion. Yeah, the number one has got to be this Xbox Mile Gras. Didn't he go to jail or something like that? Oh no, Jemiah Dixon, you have made the A line. Matt's Gaming's on the A line. Oh my God. I'm on the C line. I've made it. Finally, I've made the C line. This is great. I'm in great company though. Now, Foxy Games got a demotion. Big Cloud did not make this list. See, I still need to be at the top of the list. See, I need one where it says, I need my own line. Because remember, I'm the one that rules them all. But Kid Smooth got a promotion. Fatal Mephisto got a promotion, looks like. Jemiah Dixon, you're on the A line now, so it's So Shady. Livewire should be on the top line. Yeah, Pablo the Third is on the C line. People got promoted. So, yeah. I mean, I'm still not on the... Did I get above D-Batch? Where is D-Batch? No, D is on the top line now. So, but it's me and Foxy Games and UE, GameWire, Randall Thor, Pablo the Third, The Real Game, Pope. There's an Xbox Pope. So, and Jay Fonz. I'm on the same line. Nukem. I hope I'm saying that right. So I did. I made the list. But like I said, I mean, this is a great day. Okay, this is a great day because I will be able to get that 5600 XT now, unless there's everybody that donated from the PC community. Silverback donated. Everybody that donated. So, man, I'll be able to get that now. So, I'm excited. So, yes, thank you. Yeah, I'm excited now, man. I see. Yeah, I still can't believe somebody called it the biggest nut huggers. Oh man, yeah, I see it, man. Yeah, I mean, I don't know who makes the list, but man, I'm on it now. And then I got to get the graphics card. I can go ahead and get the CPU. I mean, the motherboard. I'm just excited. I'm gonna get that motherboard that has that tomahawk on it. So I'm buying it because it's got a missile on it. That's what else am I going to buy? So. So I'm over here. I was mad. No, I'm not mad anymore. You can hear it in my voice. I mean, you all hear it in my voice how I'm no longer upset. So I am no longer upset. I was mad at first. Now I'm happy. So yes, I am Celestial Ferment. I am the coronavirus. So what's up, Big Cloud? As you can see right here, Big Cloud, we've made it here. The list, J-Dub, shout out to J-Dub City. He's my man, 50 grand. He's my spiritual and financial advisor, like he is for Next Gen. And he put us over the list. Now I can go get the new graphics card. I am so excited. And I made the list. So, I mean, I have made the list. So let me change the title here. Let me go in right here. Let me delete that. So, but I need to be at the top of the list, not in the top line. I made the list. So, but I need the one that rules them all. So, I need to be that one. I am the one who rules them all. So, because at first I was feeling some kind of way, but I did change. It should change here, certainly. But you only make post up memes, okay? Yeah, as you can see, it's changed right there in front of you. So yeah, now BitCloud, you're no longer on the list. So, but yeah, I made the list, so I'm happy. So, this is a great day for me. So I'm all about it. So I'm Bally. What's up? Yeah, for all dream. Yeah, thumbs up. I'm excited. So Johnny Wellman and Infurious One should be on the list. Yeah, yeah, I'm on it. I'm happy. That's best. I finally won something. So now let's see here. So yeah, I'm thoroughly. I am. I'm so excited. So it gets no better than this. So, but but how should I celebrate today? So, what should I do today? So, oh, I know. I'll play some Mass Effect. That'll be how I celebrate. Hold on. Alexa, what's the temperature outside?
Right now, it's 31 degrees Fahrenheit.
Ugh.
Today, expect a high of 45 degrees.
Alrighty then. To that list. Yeah, I'm loving the list now. I'm loving that list. Post a link to the list. I don't know if it has a link or not. Let's see here. I'll see if I can find it. Yeah, there's no link here. Somebody took a screenshot of it. So yeah, it's on Twitter. I don't know what else to say. Now, if I was using the other one, if I was using StreamYard, I could do it. So I could do that. So I'm excited. So I am. Yeah, I don't know what else to say at this point. I'm in tears. So man, somebody named Pop Smoke, man, that's terrible. There's an Apple credit card. This is just breaking. Apple Card has no fees. So that's trending right now. Pop Smoke getting killed is trending. So, but guys, man, that's it. I'm I'm over here excited. So now I just have to wait for the thing to come in, and then I'll go grab it up. But all right, guys, and I'm gonna get on off here. I'm gonna go ahead and just be excited and play a little Mass Effect. So let's see here. If anybody will hold on, this is an open stream, so if anybody wants to go ahead and jump on, go ahead and jump on. So I'll stay here for about another 15 minutes. I did forget about that, so I'll stay to about 10:30. We'll extend to 10:30. So yeah. So what is everybody playing though? What is everybody playing? Because now I'm excited. Silverback's playing the Division. I'm on Discord. If you have to go through, let me do this here. I am in the RGT Army open chat. That's where I'm at right now. So I'm at the RGT Army open chat. So let me know though. I can move it to the. Can I move it to the 6th Brigade? I don't know how that works. So let's see here. All right, I moved it. I'm in the 6th Corps now. So just jump into 6th Corps, Jemiah, or if anybody wants to hop on for about 20 minutes, because I'll stick around. I'm celebrating now, getting the new GPU, and I'm getting and I made the list, so it's a good day for me. Except I have to walk down to the store in 30-degree weather. That's not good. So I'm not happy about that. So yeah. Okay, let me turn on desktop audio, and alrighty. So let's see. Everybody should be able to hear everybody now.
Yeah, you hear me, Craig?
Yeah, I can now. I had to turn up my desktop audio. So yeah, I'm here celebrating.
Craig, you better not get that 5600 XT.
It'll let me play 1080p Ultra. But
grab the monitor, grab the motherboard, and then we'll talk off. Talk offline.
Okay, I got you. Now, what monitor then? I've got a new monitor.
I look at the 5700 XT. The display is like what? What's the max display?
Well, it can do up to 4K, but it targets 1440p.
Let me see. Can it do 4K?
Yeah, but it can't do 4K and be at ultra settings. It maybe will do 4K medium, but it targets 1440p high and ultra. That's what its target is. Its target is to take down the 2060 and the 2070. It's targeted to take those two down, which it's doing. It's actually gaining market space against those two cards. So I'm over here. I'm over here excited. Well, the fact that the goal got met, that's really good. And we had 10 days to spare. So that's and I made the list.
It outputs to 1440p.
Yeah, which is fine. So I would get a 1440p monitor.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the Almighty Spartan God. Now I'm in the 6th Corps now. I moved to the 6th Corps. THQ acquired the World War Z studio. I saw that for like $500 million, for like, what was it, $500,000 or something like that? Or was it $525 million? So for $500 million, they bought that studio. Did I say that right?
What studio?
The THQ said they acquired the studio that made World War Z. I saw something about that. So, now BitCloud said he made one for me in the RGT. Okay, I didn't see that one, BitCloud. I just moved over there because I know that I think the Almighty Spartan God and Jemiah wanted to hop on. So, and again, I'll be here for like another 15 minutes, but I just hadn't seen it. Yeah,
I can go on both of the Discords. Okay. I'm not like out here making enemies with people and shit.
No. I'm not saying that. Yeah, I just said no. I just, I knew because I'm in the 6th Corps too. So,
I was gonna say, you seen the Sonic movie?
Yeah, we saw that the other night.
I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, it was okay. It's okay. She enjoyed it. That's the main thing.
Yeah, I seen the Birds of Prey movie too.
Yeah, that was okay. It had good action in it. I would have preferred Gotham City Sirens, but they didn't make that. So
I prefer if they made it like if they're gonna go rated R, they should have went more like more
Sirens.
realistic. You know what I mean? They should have
Yeah.
went more like more hardcore. You know?
Yeah. It was like their version. They were trying to do their version of Deadpool, and it didn't work as well. It's not. I mean, again, it's bombing. So anybody who wants to go see it, it'll be at the discount theater next week. So it will be, at least in my city. They've already said it'll be at the $3 movies like next Friday, or by March 1st. I think he said by March 1st it'll be there. So I guess that's next Friday. Shit, yeah. So yeah. So, well, what's up, John? How you doing?
D, you're not in. You can't. Why can't you join D?
Yeah, I mean, it's the sick cord. I thought he was already in that.
You can go back to the RGT. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's what we'll head to then. All right, let me move here. Let me go to the RGT one. I see. All right, now I'm in the waiting room. No, wait a minute. Open chat. So now I'm in the open chat. Oh, there it is. Porch Light Podcast. Oh, there it is. All right, I didn't see that one. Yeah, all right. I didn't. There it is. All right, appreciate it, Big Cloud. So yeah, I didn't know you made one. So, but yeah, now I'm on the list now, so I'm loving it now. So I won. I won.
They better take me off this goddamn Xbox list, bro.
Well, there's a new list.
Yeah, it's the Phil Spencer Nuthugger list. I'm not.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I had an Xbox since the original Xbox, like in 2002, before I joined the army.
Oh, really? I thought you had a 360.
I didn't even have a PS3.
I didn't either. I didn't have a PS3 either. Don't feel bad.
I was PCMR, baby. I was going hard.
Really? Yeah. See, I left PC after the floppy disk moved to the 3/4 hard disk.
The 3.5. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even get a Pro. I didn't even get a PS4 until 2017 in like the summer.
Yeah, we got a Pro early.
Yeah. I was not on some console shit.
Yeah, well, that Pro was nice. Yeah, the Xbox X is a little bit muller than the Pro. And people got mad at me when I said that was going to happen. But I'm like, no, it's got a shitty CPU, so it's going to bottleneck. So
the CPU definitely is a problem.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. So the CPU is more important than people realize.
Yeah, real quick though, I'm gonna just real quick on that spec sheet that just came out.
What spec sheet?
GDR6 is only used for the GPU. There is no goddamn console that's gonna have 18 gigabytes of GDR6 and only 4 gigabytes of DDR4. That makes no sense whatsoever.
What spec list are you talking about?
The last spec, it just came out recently. It was like it had the PS5 being stronger than the Xbox.
Oh no, it's more taken with a grain of salt stuff.
Bro, I'm just like, but if you gotta make a fake list, at least put the right goddamn fucking RAM in there.
No, well, I agree, but I didn't know another fake list came out. So I saw Porter Rod do like a 10-minute video talking about fake specs.
Yeah, he was talking about that. He was talking about the latest. About the latest.
Oh, so that's what he's talking about. Okay, I hadn't been able to watch this video yet. So yeah, he was talking about fake specs. I'm like, oh no, somebody else said take it with a grain of salt. Yeah, I mean, people, they're both those consoles are going to do the exact same things. They're going to do the exact same things. They'll do them differently, but they're going to do the exact same things. So
they're gonna be good to go, bro. Like for what you're gonna pay for it, it's gonna be a good bargain. Like I don't understand how people think consoles are gonna be, doing all this crazy shit for $400.
Yeah, I know. I don't. Yeah,
that's need to just come out and say it's gonna be $499 because they know they want to.
It may be more expensive than that. I mean, I told people months ago. I said, man, y'all need to be ready to pay $600 for what these consoles are going to be able to do. So
I'm buying it no matter what. I'm not really concerned about the price. That's not my issue.
Yeah, I'm buying it. Yeah, I'm upgrading my PC first, but I'm buying the PS5. Hell, I want to play the new Spider-Man and Horizon, so I have to have a PS5. but at the end of the day, it's and the VR is supposed to be getting up to 240 per whatever 240 frames per second. So
I don't remember this part in Control. I don't remember that fucking. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, I'm playing it. Not bad for a
No,
game. It's a pretty
I
good
played it,
game.
but like I don't remember that fucking like that like ramp right there with all those things.
Uh
I came from a different way probably.
huh. I didn't know you could do that. I
There's
like it.
multiple ways in and out of the quarry.
Oh, all right, yeah. Well, yeah, I didn't even know how to get there. I'm like, man, I had to go online and figure out how to get to that place because the map
The
keeps
map.
changing. And what's cool is that that character said the building keeps changing. You
Yeah.
know, it's kind of like, oh, that's why I'm having so many problems with the map because
You just
it.
got. I just read the. You gotta read the signs on the wall. You can't really look at the map. The map is not really good for you to use.
Well, I do, but there's a wall in the way, so you have to complete something else to open up a door.
Yeah.
So that I'm not complaining about it, but I'm just saying it's just a weird game. But I
I
like
just
it.
wish. I wish the controls were a little bit tighter on the analogs. The analogs are a little loose.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Yeah, this is
But
on
other than that,
PC. I can't change her outfit. The PC version that I was able to shout out to the PC community for the hookup. But she just got on her regular pants. I've
I
seen
think
some
I
other
got.
outfits with her. I'm like,
I
oh,
think
what am I using
I
that
think I
one?
got them all. You
Yeah.
gotta unlock most of them.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe that's
There's
the
one.
problem.
There's one you have to do a puzzle to unlock it.
Oh, well then I ain't gonna do it. So,
I looked that shit up myself. That shit was fucking crazy. I was like, I'm not about to fucking sit here and fucking.
yeah. Well, that's why that one thing when you had to click that light 3 times to make that bridge come, and I'm like, there's no way people figured that out on their own.
It
So,
says it right next to the lip.
no, it doesn't.
It's just the power of 3. It's just the power of 3.
Yeah, this is nothing about the 3. Click it 3 times. All right, then how did you know to go into that hotel room and put that shit in the exact same spots?
I just moved shit around until shit clicked.
All right, well, there was nothing in there that said that. I mean, it's like, oh, it doesn't say. Yeah, I'm like, I never figured that out. Like, all right, what am I supposed to do now? So
when it had the option to click it, I just clicked it and moved it around until one of the doors opened.
yeah, I did the same thing. Actually, I just went, but that was like something out of the X-Files. I'm like, wait a minute, this is like out of an X-Files episode, So there were things I liked the game, not bad considering that it flopped,
I can't wait for the deal. I can't wait for the DLC.
Well, yeah, that's if it comes out because according to some people it flopped. So
Yeah,
I don't know why they would. I don't even know why they would keep supporting a game that flopped because BioWare and EA did not support Mass Effect Andromeda because it bombed.
I want to know how D's not on this Xbox list.
D who? Batch?
D Almighty Spark God.
Oh, all right. Well, he's a PC guy.
D's a bot.
This social joint said I can't handle the puzzles. No, I do not play games with puzzles. I always wait.
The funny thing, Jariah always says that.
I know. I just want to piss you off.
Yeah, but let me finish answering this question. No, I always play games with puzzles, and I will wait 2 to 3 weeks for everybody. It's like shout out to Jimmy B. Gaming because if he hadn't beaten Lost Legacy, because I followed his entire thing on the puzzles. I'm like, because this is bullshit. No, they weren't.
Easy.
Oh no, they weren't. No. That puzzle toward the end, where you had to put those people in the right spot at the friggin' dinner table, there was no way I would have figured that out.
You ever played Uncharted 4?
No, this was Lost Legacy.
No, have you ever played Uncharted 4?
Oh, Uncharted 4, yeah, I beat Uncharted 4, yeah.
But the puzzles and that shit was way harder, man.
Not to me, they weren't. Well, they weren't to me because I looked them up. I'm like, all right, well, how do I solve this? Yeah.
I actually did them on my own.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way.
Well, you had to look at the paintings and find the square and then rotate them little things.
Yeah, that right there, that's bullshit. I don't even like doing that in Tomb Raider. And I like the Tomb Raider games, but I don't like raiding tombs.
I'll spend like maybe an hour tops on a puzzle. After that, I just look it up. Like, I'm not here trying to win the Mensa test, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've only played one puzzle before, and I forgot what game it was.
See, Skyrim, I did all those puzzles. I figured those out. But those were easy.
It wasn't even a puzzle. It's a pathway. It was. What fucking game it was? Uncharted 4, I believe. Where you had to after you finish that puzzle, you got to slide down the hill and then go to the giant statue and look. I didn't know like which way to go, like left or right. So like that's the only thing I've ever looked up when it came to gaming wise. Other than that, I just figured it out. Even if I had to put the game down and just come back to it months later because I was pissed off, Yeah, I just don't.
Nigga said months later.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, that's what I
Yeah.
do. I mean, people are like, well, how come I haven't played or beaten Control? I'm like, well, because I'm waiting for other people that I follow to get further so I can see where the puzzles are, and I can just copy their
you
puzzles
never
now.
did that.
I
You never
thought
did
Lost
that?
Legacy most puzzles though are pretty easy to me, but like
Mhm.
if it's like really really hard, then I just have to look that shit up. I'm not trying to spend like
I don't
2
know
months
how.
beating the
I
game.
did that shit easy, but only game I put down really was like that was Just Cause 3 because them fucking the missiles shit that would shoot you out the sky used to piss me off. So I just got tight and then stopped playing it. Then I went back and beat the game because I didn't know like how you go under, like this puzzle where you got to go underneath ground, underneath water, and follow the light pipes that lit up and go inside, destroy it, all of that.
Hmm.
That's
I've
what I did.
I've
That was
never
hard.
played a Just Cause game.
You
I
should.
tried to play
It's
Just
alright.
Cause 4. I couldn't
It's
do
pretty
it.
cool.
I
Yeah, that one
mean,
is whack. Just Cause 3 is better.
okay. Well, I mean, he's just going around tearing shit up. It's like Far Cry. It felt like I was playing Far Cry.
Far Cry is so fucking boring. Jesus Christ.
Well, not
It's
the story.
basically
Far Cry
yeah.
4 was actually pretty good. You go out
Far
there and
Cry
you kill
5
a
is
bunch of
boring as
white.
shit.
Well, was it 5? Which one's the one you
None,
go
yeah,
around and
5.
kill? At 5, you kill all those white
five.
supremacists. Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah. Nothing better than three. Nothing better than three though. When you set shit on fire, you know,
Yeah,
burning up the weed farms, and then
yeah,
you hear the song play. I was like, bro, what?
yeah. But now
You
three,
had to
three was
burn the whole. Yeah,
three was too much like Assassin's Creed. But yeah, I get what you're talking about. Speaking of
Yo,
Assassin's Creed,
all Ubisoft games start to fucking look the same.
yeah,
they
well,
are.
you
They're
know,
made the same.
Assassin's Creed on the Pro is 4K native, so I may go buy that again. I may
Which
play
one?
that. Unity, like all the older Assassin's
Oh,
Creed games, Unity, and I don't know about Black Flag, but I know Unity's 4K.
mm,
At least according to the list, it's 4K native, and I may buy that
Did
game
you
just to
y'all
troll.
like that? The Uncharted 4 last fight? I didn't like that shit.
The one
nah,
on
with
the
the
boat,
swords and shit.
Yeah,
on the
I
boat,
wasn't. I
That shit
wasn't.
was
I wasn't.
that
dope.
was okay. That was
Nah, it
okay.
was easy as fuck. Like
Yeah, it
the
was.
only
It
reason
was
I
like,
did it on hard difficulty just to get the trophy, like take no damage,
Oh yeah,
so I can get the
yeah.
platinum. But that was whack. Like if you play Uncharted 1, when you play on like brutal or crushing, like in the original days, having not to get shot by a fucking shotgun while he able to destroy your cover, that was hard as fuck. Uncharted 2, and then when you had
Uncharted
what
2
was
was
Uncharted
lit.
2?
Yeah,
Yeah, Lazarevich, when you had to shoot the shits, he was able to catch
yeah.
you like that.
That
Yeah,
blue fucking shit. Yeah.
yeah,
Yo, like,
Yeah, like that
yeah.
shit was
Uncharted
hard.
fucking yeah. Uncharted 4 was like the ending. I was like, the fight was like,
It was
yeah.
casual. The whole game was casual.
Well, not that
That's
fight
the
against that
showdown.
girl, man. She was
Which Nadine?
hardcore,
oh
yeah.
yeah, she's
But
vicious.
but
She's
that
vicious
scene, the
ass.
way they did that camera angle when she pushed you out the window, it was like they did that so that you could feel the physicality of her character. It's like,
That
man, she
was.
was beating his ass.
You mean when she kicked him? When you mean when she kicked him out the window?
Yeah, but the way they did the camera angle, the people who directed it when they were interviewed, they said, well, the camera change was to feel because when they do a scene and it's just a straight on punch, they will turn it to an angle so that it feels more weighted. That's why in Captain America: Civil War, when Captain America was beating the shit out of Tony Stark, that's why it was at an angle because they wanted you to feel Captain America's weight. He was a lot stronger than Iron Man, even in his suit. He was still stronger. So
He barely is. Iron Man better than Captain America. Fuck that nigga.
well, Captain America whooped his ass. So
Yeah, yeah. Only because they wanted him to.
no, well,
In a
that
real
possible.
fight, Iron Man would have smoked that nigga.
Well, he damaged Captain America, but Cap said I can do this all day. But nah, like I said, I can't do puzzles. I mean, I did them in like Skyrim and friggin' like those Bethesda games, Fallout. I did all the puzzles there. Maybe you had to hack all that shit in Fallout 3.
I
You
don't like
know,
Bethesda, man.
so well, Fallout 3 I love. That's still one of my favorite games of all time. So
Wolfenstein, my favorite game from
yeah,
Bethesda, I ain't gonna cap. And The Evil Within, I like that too.
I
Even
never
though they
played
just
that.
published it.
Yeah,
You never played The
My
Evil Within?
favorite
no, no.
My favorite game is Morrowind from Bethesda.
Bethesda.
Yeah, that's a good one too. That series is good.
Yeah, that's the better game.
It got casual. It
This
got every game after Morrowind got more and more casual.
I agree. I
They
agree.
that's why they have more players. Like they made everything casual nowadays. They don't ruin gaming because motherfuckers can't handle a challenge. Like That
I know.
disgusts me, literally.
Yeah, I can't handle a puzzle. I know that. Fuck that. It takes me out of the game. I mean, it takes me out of the game. I have to sit there and figure this out. Like I was playing that Tomb Raider and having to put that over there and move that here and put that rock there. I'm like, this is stupid. How does this woman? Well, how does this woman who's out of aristocracy know all this shit? Like she knows more than the people. Well, but she knows more about the region and the people who live there. And
she's been an archaeologist since she's a little girl.
I was moving stuff around. Yeah. Yeah. And then that poor guy Jacob.
She wasn't an actual archaeologist, but she followed her dad's. She'd been
and then
her dad since she was a little girl.
And that poor Jacob, he's in the friend zone. That guy crashed in an airplane, can't even get side booed.
He get that one little bitty in that little Shadow of the Tomb Raider. He got a little local bitty.
Yeah, he did, but man, if I fall out of an airplane, you got at least give me a side boob or something. I mean, my God.
Nobody gets the big Laura, bro.
No, I know. It's bull crap.
Like nobody's bigger Laura, nobody's bigger Aloy.
yeah, that's true.
It is getting no dick, bro. Wow.
Well, Aloy's only 19, so it's like okay.
Aloy is like my little daughter, bro.
Yeah. yeah. She's only 19.
So you telling me they got mature characters like Aloy and Lara Croft, but a bitch that's supposed to be like for kids like Peach getting kidnapped and taking dick from Bowser and Luigi and all of them?
That's speculation.
But one, and then Mario's a simp. Mario's a simp, and then that other dude from Zelda. Why does that girl keep running away? I mean, like I said, Link's sex is bad. I mean, that's what she keeps leaving him. He simps and he goes after her.
Link's a child, though. Link's always a little boy.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, the girl runs away from him. Maybe his breast stank or something. I mean, the hell's wrong with this dude? But he always goes after her. I mean, one day I'll be like, all right, look, she's gone. That'll be the end of the game.
Who the hell is Pizzo?
That's one of those guys from Next Gen's podcast. So,
What you ask?
Oh, he's looking at the list.
Yeah, I'm like,
I had to come off Twitter, bro. Like, them niggas, y'all just get on my fucking nerves. Like,
whoever made this list has an agenda, bro.
Well, I mean, I want to be at the top of the list. I'm the messiah of Xbox. I have the best Xbox podcast, out there because it's the most accurate. Nobody can touch it. So, but I felt some kind of way.
Nigga, put me on a PC list, nigga. Don't put me on this Xbox list.
Yeah, and somebody tweeted me. Was it you, Jemai, that tweeted me that somebody tweeted me a 2080 Ti that's yellow for Cyberpunk. I'm like, no way in hell I'm gonna get this thing.
Nah, but the thing was though, if you retweet it and tag somebody in it, then you both can win a 2080 Ti.
Well, I mean, if I win one, that's different. But am I gonna walk in the store and buy one? No, I'll have a heart attack when that thing gets rung up. Like, what am I buying this for again?
If you win one, you can thank me.
Oh yeah, that'd be fine. I mean, I don't have the motherboard to use it, but yeah.
That's true. Then you got to get No, actually no.
The 350 motherboard will not host a 2080 Ti. The 450 will.
Nah.
The 450 will.
If it's PCIe, it should fit in any motherboard. I don't know if you have the actual CPU, not the bottleneck it though. You know what I mean?
Well, the CPU have the 36, so it should not bottleneck. That's a third generation.
Yo, niggas really took Pop Smoke though. Like, you dead ass took my.
I don't even know who that is. So, but I'm sad he's gone. I'm sad he is gone.
I never heard of this dude.
He a rapper here from Brooklyn, from Flatbush.
Oh.
He blood.
He's 20. He mad young.
Yeah, he 20. He was that up and coming though. He had a song, "Welcome to the Party," mad shit. I'm not even gonna list all them because y'all really don't know them. So
I'm listening to it right now.
Yeah, he cool. Like, he had a little beef like casting over them, but he was cool. Like, really up and coming, really about to blow up. And now he just gone. Like 4:30, you get robbed in your house in California. I don't know, but damn sure it's somebody he knew.
Oh, yeah, they'll catch up to him. They always do. But what do you expect when your name is Pop Smoke?
Don't do that, Craig. What do you mean, what do you expect?
So somebody in Pop Smoke's circle set him up. That's what they said.
Yes, I'm guaranteed, probably, yeah. Think about it. 4:30 a.m.
Yeah.
How the fuck they know you was there? Exactly there. And how they get in?
Yeah, people are saying it was a setup. That's all people are
What was
tweeting.
this? The dead was.
I mean, he was only 20 years old. Wow. Well, it wasn't like he was Q-Tip. So,
That shit's crazy.
but yeah, that's unfortunate, man. I'm sorry he's gone.
Yeah,
So,
this like
And then we lost Juice World, but that was to drugs. So like a while ago. So it's like they say you always lose in threes. You had, I know I'm not comparing them, but you had Juice World, Kobe, and Pop Smoke. That's three individuals who people knew of. Not everybody, but like everybody knew Kobe. Juice World, he was coming up too. He had a little name. Pop Smoke was coming up, had a name. Everybody knew Kobe, but that's three people that's gone so far. That means that we're gonna have another three very, very, very soon.
we had the lady from Good Times. There's a lot of people been dying, bro.
What
Like
the fuck?
yeah.
What?
The person from MASH died day before yesterday.
Who from Good Times, bro?
Yeah, who did
let's
die
see
from
her
Good
name. I
Times?
forgot.
How am I on this list? I'm higher than Crap Gamer and Mooch.
First, you're more active than.
Well, I figured that. I know Crap Gamer got married, and he said a while ago that he was going to be not podcasting for a while. Jack Reacher is on this list. He's on the A line, ladies and gentlemen.
All he do is suck that nigga dick all day, every day. Even when you went live here, he had a thing up. I'm like, bruh, what the fuck? Yo, every day is clickbait shit. Every day something live. Xbox this, PlayStation this. But then claim you don't want the fanboy shit, but sit there and post videos every single day about. You see the point. I had to come off Twitter. PlayStation dudes getting me tight. I'm like, y'all sit here going back and forth for Xbox dudes, talk about, oh, our shit is more powerful. But then if it say Xbox more powerful, oh, we gotta wait, and then vice versa. I'm like, bro, we have consoles out right now.
Yeah. Well, they ain't got no
All
games. Like Jemiah,
right.
but like Jemiah said, they don't have anything else to talk about, so
Yeah,
they want
yeah,
this
but like
generation to be
even
over.
even the PlayStation dudes, they worried about backwards compatibility, right?
Yeah.
I want to play my games on PS5, but those same games you talking about playing, you have them right now, and you're not talking about them.
That's the thing. Like,
Yeah, it's true. Good point.
cats
Good
be
point.
hyped for games that came out 2 years ago to go to Game Pass. Like, don't you have that game already?
That's another thing, like Game Pass. Like, okay, I get it. Some people talk about they can't afford. I get the point, but like, gaming is a luxury. It's not a necessity. It's a want. It's not a need. If your parents told you that, the difference, it's the difference between a want and a need. You don't have to game, but you want to game. So don't make it seem like we stupid for buying games full price instead of Game Pass. Why would I wait to play a game that I obviously want to play?
Exactly. Like,
Why the fuck would I do
I
that?
can I can see if you say you can't afford it, but if you on Twitter every day talking about fanboy shit, you should be able to afford gaming, bro. You
Bro,
know what I mean?
if
Oh
you could
yeah.
buy a phone, if you could buy a controllers with the S plural that cost $60. If you could buy a console every fucking second, if you could buy every custom controller you need, if you could afford to pay people to make a custom logo for you, $40, $60, you can afford to buy a game. People to sit there and lie just to defend a service. Talk about Game Pass is the future. How is it the future when back then in the 360 you had no issue buying games? So why is it now you have issue?
Oh no,
So
it's the future because it needs to be the future because it needs to work. Because if Game Pass does not work,
it can work though.
it's not going to be around. That's why I told people, I said, look, it's going to be on every platform because that's the only way it's going to work. That's the only way it will work is it has to be on the Switch and the PlayStation. Then it will work. It will
Now it can
work
work.
then.
It can
But,
work without that, Craig. But here's the thing: the thing you need is the games that people want. And like you said, and like I've said, like Sika said, like Jamai has said, these dudes do not want an Xbox or its games. They want PlayStation games without the PlayStation.
oh no, that's true. Yeah, that's obvious at this point. No, he's right. He's right. I'm not downplaying what he says, but yeah, it's these guys expose themselves. So it's
Yeah,
yeah,
like for
they
example,
yeah,
you know who's a perfect example? Ninja Theory. With Hellblade, it was
yeah.
exclusive PS4. They sucked. Ninja Theory wasn't shit. Now they bought it. Remember, it was anti-consumer. They locked games from a platform, but they championed Hellblade 2 not being on
Well,
PlayStation.
Hellblade was on PC, so it was available for lots of
No,
people.
when it wasn't on PC, it was just on PlayStation. It was a
No,
licensed
it
thing.
launched, but it launched day and date on PC
Yeah,
with
even then, because they didn't count that because it's only console.
Oh, well, who
But
cares if they don't count? I mean, that's the thing. Why quantify what they say? It's like which
they
caller
just
earlier
say
was talking about RDX. I'm
yeah.
like, I don't care about RDX. So I don't care what those
Which
guys say.
with the podcast.
Well, they had a podcast. Somebody brought it up in the chat. He was like, they're making him mad. I'm like, yeah, I don't. Well, then why listen to them? Because they can't qualify anything that they say. So you should not be listening to people that can't qualify what they say. So I mean, that's basic common sense. So, I mean, everything I say, I can qualify. That's why when people say, well, you're doing console war stuff, I'm like, based on what? The article? Are you kidding me? The article is the article. I can't help it if your feeble mind interprets it as console war. I'm just reading an article. So somebody said they're mad at Tomb Raider leaving. Yeah, there you go. They don't own the games. But
Leaving what? Game
it
Pass?
left Game Pass. Shadow of the Tomb Raider, I guess, left Game Pass. So,
I don't know why. Because first off, the game was marketed. Look, I'm gonna tell you this: Rise of the Tomb Raider and both Shadow of the Tomb Raider was marketed by Xbox. You had the choice literally to buy the game. You had the enhanced version of it with the Xbox One X. Y'all still ain't buy it. It came to Game Pass. Y'all still ain't buy it. They discounted it on the Xbox store. Y'all still ain't buy it. They put it into Game Pass and gave you a discount for that. For having Game
Honestly,
Pass on the
I
store.
think
And they didn't
that
buy it.
Tomb Raider going to Xbox hurt Tomb Raider. It should have
It
stayed
did. It died. Like it
it's
basically
exclusive.
died.
It should have stayed exclusive to only the PS4 because like or PS3 and PS4 because Xbox dudes don't play games like that.
yeah, I'm finding that out. I mean, they
They,
really
Yeah.
don't play their games.
No,
You
anything
know.
that requires you to think and requires you to take like besides pew pew and room, if it's not shooting or driving something simple, they will not play it.
nigga, these niggas didn't even buy Halo, Gears, or Crackdown, so I don't know what these niggas buy. To be honest, like I don't know.
Well, I don't blame them for
They,
not buying Crackdown.
I
That
mean,
game
they
was
did, but
trash.
they bought PUBG though. I'm gonna be honest with you. They
Oh
bought
yeah,
PUBG. PUBG sold over 8 million on Xbox.
Yeah, but
That
it
was
was 5
Xbox.
frames a second. Wasn't it only
they
five
didn't buy
frames a
But
they
second?
didn't buy
that don't matter.
Titanfall,
But they didn't buy Titanfall, a
but they
game that
bought
they
PUBG.
praised was better
Yeah.
for Xbox early on. I'm like,
Well, let me ask you: do you think that is because that game was only available on Xbox, and so they bought it? You know.
yeah, yeah, because remember, exclusives mattered back then.
Well, that was just 2 years ago.
But that's Titanfall. No, not Titanfall 2-1.
Oh, okay,
Titanfall
yeah,
2.
yeah. I thought you were talking about
They,
PUBG. My bad.
oh no, PUBG they supported, yes, just because they can say it wasn't on PlayStation. But here's the thing: PlayStation didn't need the game because as soon as they announced PUBG at E3, Fortnite came out for PlayStation for every platform, but it was basically synonymous with PlayStation.
Hmm.
So that pretty much killed PUBG altogether. So they had to buy it because all you saw was the PlayStation tournaments they had. Everything was PlayStation, PlayStation, PlayStation.
Yeah.
So basically, with Xbox, they needed a counter to that. And then when it came to PlayStation, it sold a million, literally only a million, which is rather trash.
No, that
But
is
here's the thing.
trash.
But here's the
Uh,
thing. It matches the game, so it makes sense. And
yeah.
Fatal Mephisto even told me there was a game that Xbox dudes did buy, Vigor. Y'all know that game Vigor, right?
Hmm.
It sold, I think, 4 or 5 million on Xbox. They actually bought it. So there's some buying some games, but most of the games like Halo, Gears, they're
Right.
not selling, which is a damn shame because like that's your flagship. You
Yeah.
have games that you would never. You have a new IP in Horizon Zero Dawn that has sold more than a Halo game. You have Uncharted, an Uncharted game that they made fun of, talking about as a Tomb Raider ripoff. That game sold 16 million, Craig, on PS4, more
Oh,
than
yeah, yeah. It was very
Halo.
successful. Yeah, it was very
You have a
successful.
Gran Turismo game that has sold more than every Xbox game this gen.
Yeah.
You've had a God of War game that used to only sell like, well, they used to sell like 4 to 6 million.
Hmm.
You have them over 10 million right now. Now, the reason I keep bringing up sales is because you good?
You all right, Jemima? You got the coronavirus or something?
Oh nah, shit! I thought I was muted. I thought they smoking this ooh-wee.
Oh,
Look, I'm like, you
okay.
Gucci. Yeah. The reason I brought that up is because Xbox was mainly Xbox strength was basically reputation from Halo. You know, it being like that flagship FPS on a console.
hmm
So it had that title. And then you see 2004, 2005, Call of Duty came around. Even though it started on PC and on PS2, and okay, it kind of took the crown from Halo, I think, last gen, because Xbox pushed Halo, Call of Duty more over Halo. So reception Xbox wise, they always been on that third party. So I think that when they say Game Pass is the future, no. You know why? Because Xbox was mainly relying around third party and never the first party. And in order for Game Pass and for any service to take off, it must require you to have third party deals day one. And no devs is going to take that risk on Game Pass and even PlayStation Now. That's why it's not in there.
Oh yeah, no. I mean,
So,
I don't disagree that, but that's why
so
they bought the studios to put into Game Pass to replace the third
but
party stuff.
you can never replace the third party stuff. Why? Because remember, the Xbox dude told you himself.
Well,
They
right,
already
but that's
have
why they did
third
it.
party.
That's why
I
they're
know
doing
why
it.
they did it, but here's the thing: they're not going to buy the games, Craig.
Well,
It's
I
useless.
know that's why they want Game Pass because
No,
that's
here's the
why Game
thing:
Pass has to go everywhere.
they're not going to do it.
So,
Yo,
well, I
I've
no,
seen dudes say that people like Sony, like people are gonna buy a PS5 and not have any games, but I'm gonna buy an Xbox Series X and have 200 games on Game Pass.
well, but the PS5 is going to have
Say that
backwards
again. Say that again,
compatibility.
Jemiah.
These dudes were saying that when you buy a PS5, you won't have any games, but on Xbox, you're gonna have the Game Pass. You're gonna have
Oh yeah,
20.
the whole library, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
I saw that. I was like,
I was like, damn
like wait
PS
a
Now,
minute.
you know, right?
And I'm like, first off,
And also
don't
every game they
back
bought on PS4, like
right, like backwards compatibility matters, right? Remember, it exists. It would be on PS5 day one. They keep saying, "Oh, the Ubisoft guy said
yeah, damn,
all games." I'm like, no, 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 no. The Ubisoft exec said the PlayStation 5 will be able to play almost all of their games, which means backwards compatibility, like the PS3 games, the PS2, PS1. That's what he said. They tried to lie and talk about he said only PS4 games. He never said that. He said literally word for word, the PlayStation 5 would be well almost, and then he paused. He said almost all of our games, which means basically all of Ubisoft's games. You already see Rainbow Six Siege is getting a PS5 version. So basically, PS5 is going to have all the PS4 games day one, because all you have to do is sign in, because your shit is saved in the cloud. It don't matter. Your account is basically not locked to the console itself. You
yo,
log in PS5, it's all your stuff is there. Xbox
yeah,
the same shit.
well,
anybody talking sick?
Huh?
I haven't.
I
Well,
haven't
I
seen
talk
him like in a
well,
couple
he's
of days
probably
now.
working. He probably,
sick.
sick be working hard as hell. And he
Yeah,
like,
sick be busy. And
But
yeah.
he always at least be his own DMs though.
Oh,
um
okay. No, I haven't, but
um
I worked yesterday. This is my, and I got to work tomorrow, but I'm off the next 4 days. I'm gonna be. That's what I'm saying. If anybody wants to play the Division Part Two,
Yo,
I will go buy it today on the PlayStation, but nobody wants to play. So
yeah, I
I
think he probably at work and just taking a step back, because he really was said he's tired of this rumor shit.
yeah, I saw that he posted that yesterday about the rumors, and I saw Porter Rock did that
oh did
video.
he? The
Yeah.
Division 2 died so fucking fast, bro.
Yeah, but if it's only like $17 for the Ultimate Edition, I may go ahead and buy that. People want to play, but if they don't want to play, it ain't no big deal to me. I'll go buy Assassin's Creed Unity and play in 4K because 4K makes me a better gamer.
Yeah, I
So,
have it on fucking PC though.
oh yeah, I don't like signing up on PC. You got to sign up for like the Ubisoft thing and download some bullshit.
Yeah,
So
you have to have the Uplay store. That's
yeah,
kind of nonsense.
yeah. So and I may have to have it on the PlayStation. I just can't remember all the friggin' codes. I mean, I've got like 50,000 names, just to try to play one or two games. And I like Ubisoft. I like Ubisoft stuff, but it's frustrating, when you have to sign up for that stuff. So,
Yeah.
but no, it's nah. Yeah, I'm tired of the rumors. I mean, I'm more than happy to talk about the stuff that's been confirmed, but and that's why what cracks me up when people are like, "Well, Sony's afraid to show the PS5," and it's like, well, why would they show it when they've got MLB The Show and Neo 2 and Final Fantasy 7 and The Last of Us Part 2 all coming in the next 100 days? Why, so they're not going to take anything away from those games. And by showing the PS5, people will start talking about the PS5 and not talking about the Avengers game that they've got marketing deals with and stuff like that. I mean, they're stupid. They're stupid. They don't understand basic marketing.
I have a question for y'all too. Do y'all think that game Disintegration can become a good franchise?
I never heard of it.
I seen that. Is it like I see like some of it like is it like a battle royale game, right? Yeah, I mean like a team versus team game, right?
It looked like it to me, to be honest. It looked like a Destiny clone at the
Bro,
same time.
I'm so sick of these fucking arena battle hero games. Like
Call of Duty
Overwatch,
is getting their
all
shit
that
this
shit. That
year.
shit's so annoying.
Y'all know that, right? Call of
What?
Duty Modern Warfare is getting a battle royale mode.
Oh,
And
okay.
it's
Well, what's the
I believe
difference? It's already got a battle
I said
royale
it's
mode.
75, 75 or 100 gigs.
That's
They
Black
said they
Ops.
updated. Yeah, Black Ops 4 got one. But yeah, I'm tired of those games to the point where I just don't want to even play the shit.
Yeah, you just run
And
around
it's
and
like
shoot
there's mad
people.
games that
What?
people be like, you don't play like it. I'll be like, no, because all of them look the fucking same. All of them is the same
That's the
at this
same
point.
game. Yeah, it's not
The thing
changed. When we were playing Ghost Recon on PC back in the '90s,
90s,
nothing has changed since then. Nothing.
just the looks.
My biggest problem though is like I hate having to rely on random people to play a game and they're just all over the place, not doing the right thing. They're not trying to capture the point. They're trying to like camp and shit. I can't do that shit no more, bro.
That
You know what I
shit
mean?
irks me to
Like
death,
Well, they're
man.
trying to call them to B2. I
yeah,
mean,
man.
that's
I've been
That used
playing
to get
important.
me
shooters.
tight.
Yeah, I've been
Right.
playing like since I used to play Unreal Tournament. Like that was my game right there.
Yes,
Like
yes, yes. I remember that shit.
We
Unreal
not gonna
Quake.
mention that,
Like
bro. Like that shit used to get me tight, low key, bro. I used to get killed by people from behind all the time.
bro.
Mhm.
Then I just started paying attention more. That's how I got good at shooters, really. And then I moved on to like SOCOM shit like that, when you had to be tactical. And then like you
Oh,
had the
SOCOM?
Battlefield game. Oh yeah, SOCOM. I was on Lily. Lily was on that shit
Nah,
all the
SOCOM 2 was
time.
trash. What am I talking about?
No, I'm
Yeah.
talking about multiplayer.
Yeah.
Well, see, SOCOM 1 was more tactical.
Yeah.
This like Rainbow
It
Six.
was.
Rainbow Six used to be this big time
SOCOM 1 was
tactical.
fire.
Yeah, still fire.
Mm-hmm.
SOCOM 2 was real good too, but I think David Jaffe, he was saying that SOCOM 3, they were trying to compete with Call of Duty, so
Call of Duty,
they
right?
were trying to open it up and it didn't do well. But if they bring
Yes.
SOCOM back, it needs to be the single player tactical based missions that they had in
Mm-hmm.
SOCOM 1 and 2. That's all,
Yeah, I think. Well, I think maybe
Just going
Guerrilla
through
Games.
with the
I'm gonna be honest
squad.
with you.
Mhm.
Most of the devs who worked as Interactive went to Guerrilla Games in like 2007.
Mhm.
Even like when before they got closed down, like years later, most of them migrated to Guerrilla Games already. So and then
Mhm.
Guerrilla Cambridge was like the sister chapter that the rest of them went to after they got shut down. Then when Guerrilla Cambridge dissolved, you saw they just merged into Guerrilla.
Yeah.
So most of the devs that worked on SOCOM and MAG work at Guerrilla Games right now. So with them getting those Rainbow Six Siege devs, I was like, oh, so they're working on a multiplayer game out of nowhere, and they got those devs specifically. I'm like, maybe it gotta be SOCOM that they're working on Guerrilla Games, because I'm like, it makes sense for Guerrilla to do it because they know how to do those type of games.
Yeah, well,
And
it could be something for
Oh
Killzone as
yeah,
well.
Jeanette Dubois, she died.
Yeah, that's a Jeanette
from
Dubois
Good
did
Times,
die from Good Time. Yeah, wow.
oh damn,
Yeah, man. Like it's crazy because like
and we
like
lost Pops from Friday.
yeah, like in
I
10
just
Yeah,
years though, a lot of people are getting old, bro. Like we used to watch, growing up and shit.
yeah. They were
like Samuel
30.
Jackson era.
They were 32 to 38 when we were watching them, and they looked old. We were 7 to 10 years
Yeah,
old.
like
So
I
I
swear
remember
the
watching like
day
fucking watching Rock. Rock was my show. My grandfather used to always watch that shit. Like that shit
yeah,
was fucking so good.
Jeanette
yeah,
Dubois, I
yeah.
didn't even.
Charles S. Dutton. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Yeah, he's an ex-con. So
I'm gonna let Craig. I'm gonna let you go though, Craig. I know you said you was gonna have a 10:30. It's like fucking 11
oh
o'clock
yeah,
now.
I didn't mind staying on a little bit longer, but yeah, I do need to go ahead and get this done and go up here and see if I can either
I'm about to be
get
hung
a new
myself
game
here.
or something. So I know
Like I
you.
said, man, hold off on that card. Go get everything else though. You
All
know,
right,
get the monitor, get the thing, and then when I get my gift cards in the mail, I should be getting here soon.
all right, that's cool.
We can square up.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, let me know. Sony can't
Hey,
afford
yo,
another flop like the Coon 85. I don't think SOCOM flopped. SOCOM 3 did flop, but
no,
I think
SOCOM
SOCOM
4
1 and
fucking
2.
bombed.
Oh, 4?
Four,
They made a so I didn't know they made a
four,
4. Okay.
four bombed. You know why?
Yeah.
Okay, SOCOM 4 and MAG really was in development at the same time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Remember when PS Network had the outbreak when they had to turn the servers off for like a whole month?
Mm-hmm.
That was really what hurt MAG. People was actually interested in it because it was really 512 people on a map at the same time at 30 frames per second, and it ran smooth as fuck. That's when you really saw what the cell processor could really do, because that really was like all them AI on screen. You shooting, you're running, you can sprint very, very fast. That's what hurt SOCOM 4 because one, they really had no online service. Everybody was on Call of Duty. What came out in 2011? You had Black Ops 2009. Which
Mm-hmm.
one came out in 2011? I dead forgot. Whatever one came
Um,
out 2011. That
I'm
shit
not for sure.
destroyed.
Yo,
And then
niggas just
Halo,
trying to
Halo
say,
4 came out, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
Halo 4, no, 2012 that Halo 4 came out, I think. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
what really hurt them. Like it was really a dub for that SOCOM at this point.
Yeah, Gaminator, I'm on that list too, so I'm excited. I'm just excited. Look, we got the GPU. I
Even
made the
I'm like,
list. I'm excited. I'm
it's
excited. Now I
crazy.
can play
It's crazy.
Cyberpunk. I might be able to play Cyberpunk at 1080p high settings. So
Why wouldn't you be able to? You don't think the RX 580 could get
Oh
up
no
there?
no no! The RX 580 will not be able to play Cyberpunk. If it does,
yo,
it'll play at medium settings at like 30
nah,
frames.
Sick deleted his Twitter account, bruh.
Oh, I did not know that.
Cause I knew I couldn't tag him, and I was like, wait a minute, I can't find this dude. Then I went to my messages. I couldn't see the messages I sent him. I used to send him. Then
Yeah.
I went to the whole DM thing for the podcast thing, and I went to his name, and it says this account doesn't exist
Well, damn, how can I invite him for my big time pony blowout? I was going to have him and J Dub and Jay Bari.
because you
Um,
can't even.
yeah. Well, I mean, he can still use the PPP thing.
Wait, can we use it? Because I'm not on Twitter literally anymore at all. So like, and my account, one of my main accounts got suspended. I didn't give a fuck. So I didn't even want to come back at the point. I had another account that I was going to use, and I made it. But then I was like, you know what? I just started seeing the timeline when every shit came up again. It was like just new articles, rumors, and I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna have to come out. And then there was a whole bunch of porn on Twitter. Like,
Bro,
like that shit used to get me tight every time. I don't mind seeing like titties, but like every fucking second.
bro, I can't even take my phone out in public. These niggas be posting so much porn on this shit. Like, yeah, what is going on?
Yeah, like follow my OnlyFans. I'll be like, and if you see a bad bitch, you like her picture. They be like, don't like their picture unless you buying these shit. I used to see how they used to curse out dudes in the comments. I'd be like, are y'all for real? Y'all cursing dudes out just for saying y'all look good? So that was just like a whole bunch of immaturity. You had that, you had the speculation, then you had the arguing, the bickering back and forth, the name calling. I'm like, I feel like I'm in fucking like middle school at this
Well, I
point.
mean, again,
I was
I
like,
know why there's
yeah,
speculation. It's because of the. It's
I know
just
why, but
yeah.
like
It's just
that's sad,
it's such lopsided. Well, they don't have nothing else to talk about.
No, and
Like
then you know
Jemiah
what?
was saying
People who
about the about that
paper.
leak that just happened. Like they couldn't even get the numbers right. You had people doing podcasts on
Yeah, I'm like
it.
12.6 teraflops. At what
Yeah.
clock speed? First off, 36 CUs, bro. First off, that don't add up at all because to get that number, you have the clock way above 2 gigahertz. One, the console will melt and blow the fuck up. And 36 CUs is not enough in 500 gigabytes at launch in 2020.
Not only that, like I said,
Like,
you're
huh?
gonna have 4 gigabytes of DDR4. That doesn't make sense.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
like why? They had DDR3 in the Pro, so why would they go to 4 for that? And the OS, and remember, the PlayStation runs off Linux based OS. It doesn't require that much. Like literally, Xbox runs Windows like a very of Windows, so they need the little extra RAM. But like DDR4, and you're gonna have what 12 gigabytes of GDR6.
Nigga said
Bruh,
18 gigabytes of GDR6.
Yeah,
And
but you
what
knew
and
that
what
was.
world can they afford that,
First
nigga?
off, what game needs? First off, which game needs any of that?
That
Well,
Like,
has that shit
again,
is more
it's not a
powerful than
real
2080 Ti,
list.
nigga. Like, you might as well
Yeah.
just put a 2080 Ti in there. Fuck it.
But that's what
yeah,
they
the
were
thing is,
saying. They were saying that it was going to be more powerful than that. It had these run numbers, and it's more powerful than this. It's more. I'm like, look, it's going to do 4K native at 60 frames a second on most games, not all of them, but you're
that shit
still,
is wild, Mars.
you're
And then
still gonna have checkerboarding and dynamic resolution. So at 30 FPS games, it's still going to be available to people. Not everybody's going to be able to afford it. So yes, it is what it is. This is ridiculous,
yo,
though.
but like that being more powerful than the 2080 Ti, I'm just like,
It will not be. It's just going to
I'm like,
give you some of the same things the 2080 Ti
I
can
hope it
do.
is.
It will be able to
like
do.
what?
Out of Nvidia.
Like what?
It's going to be able to do ray tracing. It's going to be able to do 60 frames a second on a lot of the games. It's going to be native resolutions. So that's what the 2070 and 2080 Ti do. And allegedly AMD has figured a workaround around the FPS issue that NVIDIA is having, and it's
It's not.
patented. It is patented.
They've
So
been had that solution though since 2015, bro. Like
well, again,
even
but NVIDIA is having issues when you turn on ray tracing with frames.
they
AMD
fixed that shit last
allegedly
month.
has solved that, but we have to wait and see. I mean,
They didn't
AMD.
really solve it. They just did a workaround to
Well,
it.
that's what I said.
Like
They did a workaround, and
you know
it's
the
you know.
interpolation technique that they use to make 30 to feel like 60. That's the only workaround AMD has. They not slick, bro. I know what they're doing because they did the
Well, yeah,
same
they're
shit with Spider.
winning.
Look,
Yeah, they're
Spider
winning.
Man. Spider Man showed you basically it was 30 frames a second, but performed like 60.
Oh yeah, it
Uh,
performed very well. Yeah, Insomniac did a hell of a job.
oh
And
yeah,
Horizon Zero Dawn is fucking like silk, nigga.
yeah. I just
Yeah,
had to look again. Like I had to play this shit again and like really just look at it. I was
Yeah,
like,
I'm
yeah.
so
When I used to say
upset.
Days Gone looked like better than Horizon Dawn, Jemiah have to take it back, bro. I had to really look at Horizon Zero Dawn again. The machines, I was like, yo, what the fuck?
Bro,
This shit is like,
yeah.
if you
Now,
just stand there, nigga, like just stand there at night, you
and
know what I
just look.
mean, and just look at the machines, bro. It's crazy. Like oh, those sort of glowing flowers and shit. When you like the when you first meet the like the sawtooth, I think. Like
mhm.
it's just the sky, everything is just so
Oh yeah, the
picturesque,
sun
man.
tree, and you can see below the bridges. You look
Yeah,
down, all you can see is nothing. It's like, bro, how did they do this shit on this
And
console?
and it's an open world game.
yeah. The only thing they
That's
didn't get right was the weather effects. The weather wasn't that well done. It was
yeah.
good, but
Yeah,
compared to everything else, the day night transition, it was the same on Days Gone. That day night transition was trash. But they got it right at dawn. They couldn't get it right at dusk. And that's just the engine. They couldn't get the engine to do it. Now, next generation, that will change. The AI will be a lot better. So,
GTA 5 did it good
Um,
though.
Death Stranding doesn't have any day night cycle, does it?
yeah, Death Stranding. Well, I mean, if you go to sleep at certain times, it
I don't think
I,
it does cycle.
it
There were
has.
missions. There were missions at night, and there were missions at
Was there?
daytime. Yeah, it just didn't do it well. But
I
again,
don't
it's
ever
not the end of the
remember.
world. So,
Spider
I
Man.
don't ever remember any night missions in Death Stranding. That's crazy.
I didn't play that
Death
game.
Stranding. I meant Days
Bruh.
Gone. So I
Oh,
meant
no,
Days Gone.
I'm talking about Death Stranding. I don't remember because you're
Oh,
both using the Decima engine, and I don't
right.
remember any day night cycle in that
Oh
game.
no, that I don't know. I haven't beaten that yet. Yeah, I
Oh
mean that.
yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's a good point. Maybe where he was, it didn't get 100% dark. I mean, but that's something that the Decima
Yo,
engine does not do
uncompetitive.
well.
You trying to trigger me, bro?
What would he say? Cyberpunk 20
Listen,
said will be trash. Look, I think
listen,
it's going to be trash
yo,
because it's only first person. It needs to
listen,
be third
listen.
person.
If you have a console, do not buy this game. I'm telling you right now. If you don't have a next gen console, don't buy the game. Just don't
Even
do it.
then, don't bother. Just buy the home
Exactly.
console.
It's not a console focused game.
And then they lied. They told me it was on the friggin' Xbox X and it was running on something called 1070 Ti or 1080.
Okay, see, I can
Yeah.
believe that the last version was the Xbox One X because remember the Xbox One X has bandwidth, like so it can show up like a little shit, but like, bro, The Witcher wasn't made for consoles, which is a PC game.
Right.
Cyberpunk is a PC game. Like there's games that was started on PC that had to be dumbed down for consoles. Grand Theft Auto, Battlefield, Call of Duty.
Yeah,
What
Witcher
else?
3 on console is still a good build. At least on
But
the next gen consoles, it's at least 4K, but it is locked at 30 FPS. So.
it should be 60 frames per second.
Bro.
I'll be honest with you.
Oh yeah. Also on Horizon Zero Dawn, the ants used to carry leaves and shit on the trees, bro.
Yeah, they got that down. That's down. But what they messed up was the day-night cycles. But Decima does not do day-night cycle very well. Not yet. It will next generation.
Days Gone definitely has better character models.
Yeah,
they do.
Because they're more realistic. But in the Frozen Wilds, the character models of the NPCs are like totally different from the base game. Like, there's so much more clean and crisp. Like,
and it's a lot more color. That shit pops. That shit
Frozen
pops.
Wilds was with the white background. That shit was wild. Bro.
Yeah, that shit popped. That HDR popped.
That's my game of the gen, nigga. I don't care what nigga said. They can fight me in the street, nigga.
Oh no, that's my game of the generation too. They made Aloy even have a sexy walk. They like J-Dub said, they made her feminine.
Watch your mouth, Craig.
Yeah, they made her feminine. They didn't make her. They made her masculine with what she was doing, but they still kept her feminine. Well, they kept her femininity. In that game, they kept her being very feminine. But
the masculine part is she could jump far as fuck.
Yeah, she can jump far. Yeah,
she's strong as shit.
Yeah. Well, they are strong. Yeah, she is strong, but they're warriors. Like the Booty Warrior said, I'm a warrior. So.
Hey, yo, bro. We're not gonna mention that, nigga.
The Coon said Death Stranding is a bare bones walking sim. Then why did people complain about it not being on Xbox? Okay.
Bro, I can't. I can't believe none of the good movies come out until like fucking March, and none of the good games come out until March. Like this is like
Neo
are trash.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. The first three, because I agree with that. Yeah, because MLB The Show and Neo 2 are coming. That's next month. Yeah.
Yo, y'all play Dreams yet?
Nah,
I'm getting it on PS5.
I want it on PC.
It may get there eventually, but they said that right now their goal is to do it for PS5. That's what Media Molecule. That's not me console warring. Media Molecule said there's going to be a PS5 version of it before anything, which makes sense. That's a first-party studio.
I swear, every PlayStation game that came out exclusive to PS4, I don't care if it was another platform. If it was released first on PS4, every one of those games should have a PS5 version.
Well, they might.
Bloodborne should have one.
They might.
Day one.
Yeah, they might.
That's a game with frame rate issues. Like this game's with the performance mode. Like Guerrilla Games said they wanted 60 frames per second for Horizon Zero Dawn. So I'm thinking they engine didn't lock it at 30 frames per second because remember the performance mode was.
Wait a minute. Yo, sorry to cut you off. Next not on this list, and this nigga's over here laughing and shit. Yo,
who?
Nitos?
Yeah, Nitos.
So what? I mean,
yo, he's a big ass Xbox nigga. Why he not on this shit? I'm on the list.
I think it's more. Yeah, I mean, to me, that dude's funny
because of Scumcast, bro. I'm gonna tell you that.
Nigga, I'm over there trashing Xbox all the time. What are you talking about?
DRM on the list? Because if he's not and MM2K is, I'll see why they did it.
DRM is not on the list.
He was on the first list.
MM2K on there?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been on both lists. I think MM2K is too low, but I don't really listen to him. So if he's toned it down, the fact is I'm higher than Crap Gamer and Mooch. I never thought that was possible. So so I moved up, but I need to be at the very top. Somebody needs to make a list where I want to be at the tip top, not in a line with nobody else.
This is the Phil Spencer Nut Hugger.
Yeah, the Nut Hugger list. So
I smacked the shit out of Phil, nigga. It's like, why am I on this list, bro?
I'm trying to see who made these lists because I'm on that first list and I'm like, okay, I get it. Like if it's funny or
It's
whatever, but
funny, yeah, to me.
don't include me in y'all shit if I don't fuck with y'all. Like I don't
Well,
really
to me,
know
it's
y'all.
just funny. I like being on the list, but I need to be at the top. If you're gonna put me on the list, I want to be at the
Yeah,
top.
that first one was funny, but as far as Phil Spencer Nuthucker go, nah,
Well,
nah,
I'm not
that's
on the
not
top
happening.
line. As long as I'm not on
They
the
gotta
top line of
stop
that.
that
So
gay shit, bro. Like they gotta stop doing that little no hugging. You like I hate when people say that you suck the executive dick and all of that. Like y'all gotta stop that. The first
Yeah,
that's childish and that's
these
disgusting. Like
Jamaican, right?
yeah, not even just that.
These Jamaicans don't play that shit though.
Not even just that. Just in general, like that's first off, that's childish as fuck to be saying things
Oh
like that.
shit.
That's immature. Like do y'all grow the fuck up eventually? Cause you got dudes that's like 50, like people like Lethal Papa and Dilla, me and Dilla and Colt don't have no issues. But I'm just saying, like example, they got Dilla who plays the field with this fanboy shit. You got Colt who does it. But people like Lethal Papa and Mr. Boomstick and them like be real life hurt over what you saying, like over a box. Like Craig, this is a plastic box.
oh yeah, no,
Like
but
you,
I don't listen to him.
Oh,
So
Nito's on the list. He's on the E tier though. Come on, stop that.
nah, Nito's a bot, bro. Like he gonna
Yeah, that's
act
what I'm
like
saying. He's a supreme bot.
he played Death Stranding and act like he didn't like it, bro. I'm like, nigga, you shared that game every single day and then claim you didn't like it.
well, again, he bought the game just
The,
to trash the game.
no,
That's
yeah,
it.
but
That's
his
all he did. I mean, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like, well, I can't
right,
take you seriously, man, because you're going to
bro.
do some bullshit like that.
He liked the game.
I'm sure he did. He wouldn't have
He
finished
liked
it
the
if he
game.
didn't like it. So, but no, like I said, that's why I'm just kind of shrugging my shoulders when it comes to him. I'm like, look, you guys are just doing things to get people to respond to you. And, so that's what they're doing. They're
Y'all need
doing
to fix
things
that.
and saying things to get people to respond to them because they got
I never
nothing to
felt
talk about.
that's a
So,
fact. I never felt so good, Craig, to come off of that app, Twitter. I was like, why didn't I do this sooner? Like, me, like, I don't can't communicate with y'all directly, but like, we got
I
Discord, shit
swear to
like that.
God, it's either J Dub, Overdone, or fucking Nitos made this list. I'm telling you right now.
Nito
probably.
said he
I'm gonna
make
find
waves.
out.
Like this no hugger shit. I think somebody in Broadband Bullies made this shit.
It has to be.
Possibly, yeah. I mean, it's
It has to be.
fine. I mean, it's
I mean,
fine. Yeah, it's fun.
I'm in that Discord, but like I don't make these shits. I don't have time for this. First off, I wouldn't do this because one, that's like watching other men and then saying, "Oh, I think they should go here." First off, that looks fruity as a motherfucker. So whoever took their time out to make these lists, y'all kind of shaky to me right now, cause Lily, y'all literally search and put people there in a category like you rating other people. I'm like, there's no
The thing,
females on this list. First off, I'm like,
Luca's on the list.
oh, but I know that she said she's Queen Xbox, but like besides her, like there's really like nobody else.
But my thing is though is these that these niggas got Discord fucking tags on that shit. So they got Crap Gamers Discord, they have Mooch's Discord, they have Nito's
Right?
Discord, they have Luca's Discord, they have my Discord, they have
You have
D's
a Discord,
Discord.
my nigga?
Well, I'm talking about like my Discord ID.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
So like I don't even I've never been in the Discord with Crap Gamer and any of these niggas. Like, so who the
Yeah.
hell has all these Discords? Like, who the hell's Laquan? I never even heard this nigga.
Facts like me, like literally, I'm in. I could tell y'all which discords I'm in. I'm in this one, the RGT six. Salty is gaming. One for Resistance. Some of my homies. Um, Jay Barry shit. I'm in the Round Table. I'm in Fatal shit. Broadband Bullies. FC Violent. Get Smooth. J Tech. Persona shit. Luca Blue, and the Platform Podcast.
Like, it's not like these dudes didn't just take the picture; they have the actual Discord number. You know what I
Tag
mean?
name, yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. So
like
like,
who's on all of those, literally every single one, and
I
y'all
don't
know
know none of these.
everybody.
Yeah.
I know faces like on here. Like first off, I didn't even know niggas like Baron was in Discord. I know King Wave, like the one who's at the biggest kind of come side, the wallet pack like Pac Man. That's King Wave. I know him because he just trolls like he homo, right? J Tech, Dealer, Omega Zell. I didn't even know these niggas was in Discord. So if anybody said I made it, not even I gotta defend myself. I didn't make this list. I don't even think this is done correctly. It's unorganized. My shit would have been neat. This is sloppy, first off, so it can never be me. But I want to know how these niggas even did this. why are we even in this? And who took the time out with no life to make these lists?
Oh, yeah, I don't care. I mean, I just wanted to be at the tip top as the one who rules them all.
Craig, shut
I
up.
mean, that's it. I mean, that's it. That's all I can say. I mean, to me,
But
it's
Craig,
hilarious.
it's
But
funny, but like, bro, like that looks sad, bro. You couldn't have the time out to say the best game so far of 2019. People claim they played so much shit on Game Pass, they discovered so much shit on PlayStation Network, on Switch, and PC. Y'all didn't think to make no fucking games.
no, they
Look,
didn't. They almost look.
Dragon Ball Z Kakarot.
They almost shut down the friggin' Xbox division. They literally had a meeting with Phil Spencer, and that Satya Nadella came up and said, "Look, if
He was gonna
you
fix
have to
that.
connect this to the Azure cloud. If not, we're not going to keep doing it." That's why they're doing what they're doing. And like to me, it makes
Didn't
sense.
Kakarot come out? Didn't Dragon Ball Z Kakarot come out?
Oh, did he? Well, yeah. I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, that's
Dreams came out. So
yeah.
far, I'm like,
I mean,
bro,
they're
y'all need
fine.
to
I mean,
go.
they believe that Sony should do the same thing Microsoft does, and
Literally,
Microsoft doesn't. They don't. They're two different companies, two different visions. They make a product that people consume differently. That's just the way I look at it. So, I mean, to me, it's silly to even. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I did a podcast today. I did not have to bring up the community until I started talking about that list, which I just said, well, I need to be at the top, but.
No, but they gotta be. They are part of the community still, so it's like impossible not to talk about it. But that shit is annoying, like, because when you see people look from the inside out at gaming and they see fanboy shit like that, PlayStation, Xbox, PC, Switch, in general, fanboys, everybody gets blamed as a whole, Craig. That's why I
Well,
always
no,
and
that's true. Yeah, that's true.
Jemiah, that's why I always bring up Xbox, by the way, because every time I see something outside, I'm not talking about no gaming thing, right? I could be listening to music, I could browse Twitter, I could be talking to somebody out in the street, I could be talking to somebody over text message. You always see them bring up gaming and say niggas be wild and people be going out shooting, robbing niggas. Like I see people who still believe Grand Theft Auto is causing murders, rape, kidnapping. Like we looked at Lily as bad people as a whole, just for niggas. The shit people say. Like
Well,
this is becoming a
that,
thing. Like, and
that
I'm
one
tired of
Xbox
niggas talking
guy
about
went to jail. Didn't that judge say something about how stupid? You know, he said the judge literally said, "I can't believe I'm having to do this over a game console." So a lot of it is them. They got smoked this generation, and
it's not just Xbox,
end of
bro.
discussion to me.
Don't
So,
let's not be biased with that. Like it's not just Xbox, but mostly it's them with their fucking ignorance. But like there's PlayStation dudes that just go too far and say shit that we like wish people died and shit. Like you get hit, suck Phil Spencer dick and choke and die. I'm like, bro, why you like how how are you proud to literally sit there and say that to people? People really used to say this to me, Craig, like choke on Yoshida dick and die and jump off a cliff, burn, like I hope you hang yourself, like your mother didn't raise you right. I'll be like, bro, y'all sit there and proudly say these things and feel like it's cool to say it. That's why I just had to come off Twitter. Like, you see, I don't really even go on podcasts no more. You see, Jemiah, I don't even go on Luca's podcast no more. Like, I'll be in the chat sometimes, say hi, but most of these chats, like, I used to be happy as fuck with Sick Will Go Love. I don't go to his stream that much because of the chat. Literally, like y'all motherfuckers just be wilding in there, and there's people that we know. Like literally, sometimes you just gotta sit back and just watch the chat. I'll be in there all the time. I just don't comment no more. Like I see shit go live 2, 3 in the morning, and y'all just talking about other men. He be talking about a game, and y'all bring up somebody else. I'll be like, and then I see him. He reads the message, but he ignores it, and then I keep going and going and going and going. I'll be like, I don't shut the fuck up. He obviously don't want to answer it. Even Craig does it. Like he'll see a message, he'll be like, yeah, and he'll move on. So it gets me tight at this point. So if y'all wondering why y'all don't see me, if anything, like why I talk about certain things, this is the reason why.
well, again, and that's why a lot of people, like at least thanks to Google, got blocked. Like, I am not going to deal with your
Nah,
bullshit and your
started.
fuckery.
They're blind people.
You
They
know,
literally
so
are blocking people here on YouTube. And I'm glad, you know, the little censorship shit. Now I'm starting to see why they're doing
yeah,
it.
yeah. There's a
Because
lot of
some
people getting
people,
blocked.
yeah,
So
like some people, when you go back and see what they was blocked for, people always like to leave out shit and play the victim. But when you go back and you see why Google blocked their channel, it don't even be them. It be the people inside of their chat that they allow to say certain things. So to me, it's like, okay, good. I'm glad they blocked. I'm glad Microsoft blocked people. Sony suspended my account for me calling somebody a fucking loser. Okay,
Oh
I get it.
damn.
I get that because one, he was only 11, but
Oh.
so like after a while that I felt like wrong because he's still a child and I'm grown, so
Well, no,
like
time. Why are these kids on these fucking chats though, on these games talking mad shit though? Like, I
and
don't give a
then
fuck if you're 11 or not.
and
I'll
then
slip the shit
that's
out
the
of an
thing.
11-year-old.
That's the thing. There was this guy called
And his dad too. Fuck that nigga. You know what I mean?
Jeremiah. There was a guy on PlayStation. His name was HHH Daddy, right? I met on Uncharted 4. Hispanic dude. He was black too, but he's Hispanic that he claims. This dude called me a nigger so many times. I asked him, how old you are? I'm 17, nigger. I'm like,
Bruh.
and I'm like, bro, you dead ass, bro, you black and you calling me a nigger with ER at the end. So when he
Well, it
reported
shouldn't
me,
be using. Nobody should be using that at all. I don't care if you're using
right,
it with an A, R, and ER. You
Well, I
should
try
not
not to
be
say it, but
doing
I just,
it.
to me,
So,
it's like
like it
dreaming,
comes
so I
so
can't
well, I
help
mean,
it.
I
You know what I'm saying?
understand that,
You know what I mean?
but people shouldn't complain when it comes back at them. You got white
yeah,
folks saying that now, saying, "Well, y'all say it," So I mean, again, it's just so I can't sit up there and be like, I prefer not saying. I mean, look, I get why people are
yeah,
saying it, but no,
I
like
only
I
really say
said.
it when I'm around other black people. That's the only
I
reason
yeah, that's fine.
I get
that's
I mean,
it.
comfortable. You know what I mean?
somebody just asked me what was a better game between not Horizon, The Last of Us Part One and Witcher Three. I'm like, the fact you got to compare a third iteration to a first iteration means it's already an L for the third iteration. Period.
Well,
If their
The
game
Last of
is
Us had
already
what?
The
better,
Last of Us was good, but I played it like in 2017. So like I seen like all the flaws, you know what I mean, of the
yeah. If you
old
go
game.
back, well,
So
if you
I
did you
can't
play the
really judge it right.
remaster? Did you play the remaster?
Yeah, I can't, but I still
Yeah,
can't. It's still an old game though, so I can't really judge it properly because I didn't play it when it came out. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
yeah.
But I
I
will
didn't
say Last
either.
of Us
Yeah,
is like
yeah,
it's an amazing story, but the mechanics itself
the gameplay is
definitely
what.
yes.
it's definitely old as fuck. It's definitely
Yeah, you
dated.
can feel the dating. Yeah, hopefully the new one. That's the one thing they get better. It looks
Yeah,
like it's going to be
Bro,
better. Is the movement.
When Ellie slipped through that bookcase, nigga, I was like, okay, nigga, now we talking.
Well, when she kissed that
When she
girl, I was like, all right, I'm buying
shut
this.
up, Craig.
yo, bro.
I'm
When she
buying
hid under the
this.
no, when she hid under the car and shot her, you just see her literally die in front of her, like her body just went lifeless. I was like,
Yeah,
oh shit,
Yeah.
like that's like something real. Like you don't see people. People usually when you shoot them, they just drop. In video games, you literally saw literally the life drop out of her, and she just looking at you, her eyes open dead, and then you
Well,
get the gag.
but is the game going to have that, or was that just
Yes,
part of the build? Well, we're going to find out. I mean, I'm not saying it won't, but
I mean,
I'm just
we'll see. When packs come, they're gonna have demos and shit. So
yeah, that's what I'm waiting to hear. When I get the information from PAX, and if it's consistent, not one guy saying this or one woman saying that, if you get consistent information on the playability, the fluid, if it's a fluid game, does it feel clunky? That's what I'm looking forward to. I know the game is going to be fine, but again, I'll be playing Final Fantasy VII because that, like I said, that game is going to be phenomenal. That is like the game, and that's going to win Game of the Year. So by far, it better win Game of the Year. So Final Fantasy VII, not Last of Us
Craig,
2.
Craig, look at your chat right now. You
Okay.
look at all the uncompetitive comments. This is type of shit I'm talking about. Why?
Uncompetitive
We was
comment.
talking about games this whole time. They bring up specs. You
Well,
see all
yeah,
these
I mean, they can
comments?
bring up spec. No. They can bring up specs all they want to.
I think him and the
But
Coon are talking shit though.
Yeah,
nah,
but
they talking shit, but still, like, why is that fun if he was talking about games?
well, I mean, no,
Like,
I mean that's fine if people talk specs. I don't. I've said that openly. I don't
why
care.
they don't develop no
Well,
games
because
for
I don't
specs?
really comment on it. I'm like, well, if you all want to talk
That's what
specs, you
said.
can.
I have no problem with specs either if they're real.
Yeah.
You know what
Right.
I
Like
mean?
all
Uh
of
huh.
these is rumors right now. Like I get it if they confirmed the shit. If he
Yeah.
was like, okay, imagine what the devs could do with this now that the CPUs is like 3.0, like how Xbox 360, PS3 era was. Like that would make more sense because you're comparing it to a time where devs took advantage. Literally, devs took advantage of the CPU's last gen. You saw more 60 frames per second games. And then you saw games run at decent graphics, but they didn't care about the resolution being 720p. They had shit at 574p, shit that was 600p. They didn't care. The frame rate is what mattered. Now, niggas sitting here talking about specs like they the ones making the games. I'm like, bro, y'all know that ray tracing has to be implemented. Y'all know that they have to take advantage of a GPU for it to push out a resolution. It don't have to be that set resolution for the graphics. That's the shit that's irking me to death because people just talk about shit, do not know what they're talking about, and then try to tell you that you don't know what you're talking about. When I have an engineering degree, I do this shit for a living. Literally, that's what I do for a living. You see how Sick does networking and all that shit? I'll do that literally. Cybersecurity, fixed server racks, and all of that. I'll do that. So anything y'all tell me about cloud and all of that shit, processing, you're lying to me because I know how much it requires. Cloud gaming right now would be like, for example, you see how you play multiplayer games, right? And when there's a lot of people online, it fucks with your connection. That's what will happen with 5G. That's what's gonna happen with cloud gaming. It's not going to take off. Just heads up. And no type of power will give you a fluid experience when there's other people online. Because remember, you may live somewhere that has a good connection, but somebody else needs a stronger connection to you, and that would take more bandwidth, and that would put stress on your server. Just an update for the slow people who still don't understand how gaming works in multiplayer and online. Mobile gamers is not buying those console games. They would not buy this service to play shit on the go. It's not happening.
Well, it may happen. It's just it's they're
happening.
getting ready for 7 to 10 years down the road.
It's
Not now. So, but there was a guy, like I work in a hospital. There was somebody that went to go visit his mom, and he was playing a game on his tablet. So people do that, but it's not. I don't think it's going to be a wide adoption. They have to be ready in case it does get widely adopted. That's it. That's it. That's all they're doing. It won't be widely adopted for 7 to 10 years. That's the projection that's a conservative projection from market analysts. But they still have to be ready. Microsoft did not get to where they were by waiting. They were being innovative. Well, they were competing with Apple. Apple was extremely innovative. But neither of those companies they're making their little pocket in case it does happen. If it doesn't happen, then companies like Nintendo and Sony are fine.
When I was a kid in middle school, I drew the iPhone before it became an iPhone. I drew a smartphone before smartphones were even out. Like,
yeah, but you didn't create how it worked. But drawing it is easy. Actually, physically designing how it's going to network is totally different.
But I know that. But as a kid, though, you can think about all these.
Yes, I agree. Yeah, I drew the space shuttle when I was 7 years old before I even saw it. But I mean, I had no idea how to make it fly. Okay, so I mean, but I understand. But no, Apple was innovative, and that forced Microsoft to be more innovative. And then Microsoft stole too. They stole from each other, but ultimately Microsoft stole Windows from Apple. That is Steve Jobs' idea.
They didn't steal Windows from Apple. They stole the idea of the way it networks from Apple.
Yeah, that was Steve Jobs' idea. They just called it Windows.
But it's just an idea. Remember, they didn't actually physically do it yet. Microsoft beat them to that because it was better software engineers with their computers than Apple. And they always have been, so I can honestly admit that. But Craig, let me ask you this. Have you noticed that Nintendo has remained silent on this cloud shit, really like their own service?
Well, you need to understand, Nintendo and Sony really don't have to do that. They can just keep doing what they're doing because Nintendo sold 52 million consoles in 30 months. So they're fine. So cloud-based services is something that they will look into, but they're not going to butter their whole biscuit to it. Neither will Sony. Sony is just preparing just in case it takes off, that where they're not caught behind the curve. Now, Jim Ryan, the CEO of PlayStation, said that. But we will be ready so we don't get caught behind the curve. But again, they're not banking on that. Microsoft is actually physically banking on it because they have Azure, and that is their biggest moneymaker. So of course they're going to throw money at it. They got ran out of the console market. Ran out. They're done. They struck a deal with Samsung because Samsung has 5G phones. Samsung makes TVs, they make tablets, they make phones. They're going to put that thing, what is it, xCloud, whatever it's called, everywhere. It's going to be everywhere. You know, so.
Oh, that ain't why. I asked you that because have you noticed that Nintendo have Mario games
Yeah.
on mobile and they have Pokemon games on mobile? That's why I asked you that because they natively have games on other platforms.
Yeah,
So
moving
I
around.
asked you
Yeah.
this: Do
Yeah,
you think
Nintendo
you'll
is
ever
exempt
see
from
Nintendo
all
games?
criticism, bro.
Yeah, I've noticed that them and other people, but like, y'all ever think y'all seen Nintendo games on a PlayStation or Xbox?
No.
Well, you're about
No,
to, I'm
think
sure.
Sonic,
about it.
if anything.
Sonic belongs to Sega, but
I thought. Oh, yeah, I forgot all about Sega.
yeah, but like, but
For
you
some
would have
reason, I
thought
thought that Nintendo bought Sonic for some reason.
because they always have Sonic and they've been having him since like the early 2000s. Sega been always with Nintendo with Sonic, like Sonic and Mario at the Olympic Games.
Yeah,
You've
right.
seen like all those games. Sonic has been on Nintendo platforms for like before he even came to PlayStation. But I think that seeing Nintendo games on another console, I think that might become a thing because first off, how Nintendo are building their games, like the new Zelda setup, that's set for like an open world type games, like being more diverse. The climbing and everything is kind of like Uncharted in a way, like it's more exploration wise. I don't think Nintendo will build those type of systems that could deliver that power that they need. Because I know the games really don't need as much power, but the ideas of what the games, I think eventually they're going to start growing them and start making more mature games. I think Nintendo is going in that new direction. They still have their Mario's and shit, but I think they're going to start making more mature, bigger games. And I think that's why they doing this streaming shit with like Microsoft servers and everything.
Well, again,
Crash,
they
chill.
they have to they have to be ready
That's
they
all.
have to be, yeah, they have to be ready to pivot. We'll just have to.
Yo, but we need a Mass Effect remake. Like, I was just looking at this background, Craig.
Uh-huh.
What's
But we
gonna
need a
happen?
massive, not a remake, but we need a Mass Effect remaster
Well,
part
this
two.
is
Trilogy?
remastered. This is 1080p. This is modded. This is 60 frames a second, high graphic
But
settings
the
that I'm
character
playing.
models, like how the facial animations and the character models in this game are way better than Andromeda.
Oh well, no. Well, the hair though, they didn't get the hair. See, what they got right in Andromeda was the people with the hair. They would move around and stuff. They
Yeah,
couldn't.
the hair
This,
is messed up.
yeah, the Unreal does not do hair well. Even with the Star Wars game that's out that everybody really likes, that's trash with the hair. The Unreal Engine doesn't do it well. So, but yeah, I agree with that. Maybe somebody needs to go in and mod the hair.
Nah, bro. I think we're gonna get a trilogy remake for the next consoles. I really think so.
Yeah, that's
I would
Because
rather
if
fine.
you
have a
think
new
about
game,
the
but
patch for the PS4 Pro and the Xbox One X, you could tell performance mode was really a thing they really wanted. And at 60 frames, 4K at 60 frames per second, you can see that what they want ambition wise, but they couldn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I really think next gen they really gonna start because I see Sony patent for backwards compatibility. If they have some type of software that literally ups everything from textures to character models, everything
Well, I think
to
they're going to
make
make
it
another Mass
just
Effect game. There's
oh yeah, they're
all
gonna
these
do
in
that,
it before they do a remaster. I think they will make another Mass Effect game just to see if
yeah, I want a new
there's.
game. I don't want a
Yeah, I
remaster.
don't. I mean,
nah.
if I can get a
I
remaster,
mean,
fine.
yeah,
They're gonna
exactly.
put the
But
game. They're gonna
they're
do
gonna
what
make another
Activision
game.
did. I think they'll do what Activision did. You know how they sold the Infinite Warfare with like the old Call of Duty game for. I think they're gonna do that, basically where they're gonna announce a Mass Effect game, a different like a new game, just with the trilogy remaster or remakes. I already think they'll do it like that.
Yeah, that's
Because think
fine.
about it, the
That's
perfect way
fine.
to sell like a new game is to have like the old games. Like I think they would do that because that would make sense. A good way to sell it because people want that Mass Effect game. They know that. They know people want Skate, another Skate game, but I don't think they're gonna make that. But Mass Effect, I think they're gonna announce a new game. and they're gonna announce the trilogy with it, like how Capcom did that little tease with like what show it was, whatever it was, where they announced like the remake for Final Resident Evil 3, and then they did the Revelation shit at like a tease, like an add-on,
Mhm.
and we thought it was the actual game, but no, it was Resident Evil 3. And they
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
told us they should do it like that, like a troll,
Yeah,
like do
well,
like a remaster of an old scene and then build it into the new game, and then just have all the old games there. That would be brilliant to do.
yeah. Well, like I said, I'd rather have a new game, but if all I can get is a remaster, that's fine. But
I
yeah, I
need,
already have that on
I need,
PC. Yeah, like if you
I
just
need like Dragon Age 4 though first though. They make a Mass Effect.
yeah,
Get
that's
the
coming first. No, Dragon
They
Age
are.
4 is in.
Oh,
Yeah,
They
they're in
did the
production.
teaser
Yeah,
with the
that's already in
Wolf of
production.
Power. Yeah.
Yeah, that's already in
Elf Wolf.
production.
My nigga. What's the nigga name? Silas? Not
Yeah,
Silas. What's his
Silas,
Elf
the
Wolf?
elf.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
Silas.
him,
Yeah.
Silas. Yeah, yeah.
That's fucking.
They're doing that first, and I think they're going to see how that does. And then, but again, if they're going to do another Mass Effect, it's got to be on the Unreal Engine. They can't put it on Frostbite.
Yeah, they
So
gotta stop that shit. That Frostbite engine's good for like Battlefield.
yeah, and look,
That's
if they had a better story,
fucking Battlefront.
yeah, if they had a better story, they could have done better. It was just trash.
Right. Craig, I have two
I
questions.
like the Andromeda though.
They're both about EA. Do y'all think that, and this for everybody, y'all two in the chat, do y'all think that EA will start positioning Respawn as like the studio that will do like new IPs and take kind of like bench BioWare, or you think they're gonna let BioWare make another IP?
BioWare's making people. I don't know why people think that EA is gonna try to get rid of BioWare.
No, not
BioWare,
get rid of them, but like put them as like behind Respawn, because Respawn.
nah, Respawn is like the Maverick team right now. Respawn are the niggas
Yeah.
who make their own, like they do their own thing. You know what I mean? Remember, they're like, we made Apex Legends and we didn't ask EA about it. We just did it because we wanted to. Like, okay, my bad. You know what I mean? And then they're like, we made fucking The Last Jedi with the Unreal Engine. We said fuck Frostbite. Like, bro, you guys are not Mavericks, bro. EA allowed you to do that. If EA really wanted to, they could have told them whatever they wanted to tell them. I'm saying EA can be like,
Especially with
no.
Star Wars, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, but that game was in development before EA came and got them. But to Impatient Fire, you said Frostbite Engine is terrible for anything outside Battlefield and Battlefront. But it just, yeah, it is.
That's facts.
It was originally with Amy Pascal, not Amy Pascal, but Amy what's her name? Amy Hennig.
Yeah.
Hennig, yeah.
Yeah. Didn't she originally get it and then defied her ass and took all the ideas?
Yeah, pretty much took all her ideas. Yeah.
That's why it was so like much like Uncharted because of her.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. You had to go around different planets and stuff like that and unlock things. So
that's the founder of Uncharted right there.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
Amy Hennig, yeah.
Yeah, but no, they
fucked it up though. Like,
well, but Neil saved it. But I think
she got Uncle Kojima shit.
yeah.
She
But
thought
no,
she
they
was fucking bigger than she thought she was bigger than life.
Yeah, like she wanted Uncharted 4 to feature like ballet and shit. Like she wanted Nathan Drake to appear more human. I was like, what do you mean? Like she wanted him to seem to have a soft side. I'm like, how the fuck did you expect that to work in an Uncharted game? Like, that's why she left. Literally, she wanted to screw Uncharted up.
But Drake was never really a tough guy though. He's just like a normal guy caught in some crazy situations.
Yeah, Lara Croft was the tough guy, like, even though she's a woman, like, I'm like, wait a minute, how you wanted the soft side? He's already with Elena. You already established that he has a weakness. So why would you want him to seem more soft? Like, that's why they have Nadine in that game. Neil Druckmann said they had Nadine just to show, like, respect to Amy, that, like, Drake is not this big, hard-nosed, tough guy. He still, like, has that side where he has a weakness. And Elena, not just that, but for women in general. And he does, if you notice. Marlo in Uncharted 3, Elena in the first game, you see Chloe in the second game. Like, he always had a weakness for women. Even Nadine, he never wanted to fight her.
He's a traditional playboy type, like traditional Indiana Jones type character.
Yeah, Indiana Jones is a little rougher though. But
he also reminds me of like Brendan Fraser in The Mummy too.
And the Mummy, like the woman,
like jokes and shit. Yeah.
That's the perfect. Actually, that's the perfect one. Look, he had the straps around.
Yep.
The gun thing. Yeah, that's very good. Like, they should have made an Uncharted game like that.
You should make a Mummy game like that. That should be fire, bro. And have the Mummy be like Mr. X and Resident Evil. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, Yeah, but what was the purpose of that
That's
Mr. X
brilliant,
guy? What was the purpose of that guy?
Just to add more
shit out of
attention
you,
to
bro.
the game, yeah. To add more attention to the game.
Oh,
So
all right, because he was just showing up like
You see
Fife
that,
did, and
Jemiah? Look
So
at that. Just games talking. That felt good just now. Just like ideas.
well, I mean,
Think
I
outside
didn't
the
beat
box.
Resident Evil 2 because of what did I start
What?
playing? Well, I couldn't
Wait, hold up.
stream it. I
yeah, I'm
couldn't
not gonna lie,
stream it.
son. I am not a horror game fan. I get too into it. You know, I'm too
Yeah.
I'm like too in the game. You know what I mean? Like
I did
I
like
hate
the
the horror
game though. I enjoyed playing it, but when people lied about Mr. X, I'm like, wait, Mr. X is on the X-Files TV show. I don't know who this dude is that
Yeah.
y'all talking about.
You know who's not a gamer? The nigga Thrash. He keep ducking me in Minesweeper.
Minesweep, what's that?
You won't be nigga. Like
I'm waiting for Thrash to say, get on his stick.
you know, he not gonna see me in Minesweeper, bro. You know what Minesweeper is?
No, I know it sounds terrible. What's a sweep
Every
up
computer has
mines?
Minesweeper.
Yo,
I'm sure it does.
game and PSVR theater mode, bro. I played the Evil Within with the PSVR and like the theater mode, bro. When I tell you that shit was terrifying at first jump scare, and usually I don't get scared at shit, but just out of nowhere you hear, and you're like, oh shit, like because you can literally see it.
It
I want
depends
to
on my-
play. I want to play
it
World
depends
War
on my-
Z. That's what I want to play. Is World War
It
Z.
depends on my character if the game is scary or not. Because if you got like somebody with a flashlight and some big ass nigga coming at you with a big ass sword, that shit's like, you know what I mean? You're like, oh shit, I got a flashlight.
Like Resident Evil 7, when I played that in VR, you just saw that nigga in the garage, and I'm like,
Nah,
how
sorry,
do you
crazy.
kill
Yeah.
this nigga, bro? Like,
Now, see, I never played Resident Evil 7. I do want to play that though.
you have to play that in VR.
I'm not playing none of that
Okay.
shit. That nigga's
Bro,
violent.
when I tell you, I had the flashlight, and then the shit stopped working.
That's the way Silent Hill was. All you really had was a flashlight and a he didn't even have a Glock. He had like a gun with 6 bullets or something.
Yeah,
Silent Hill was crazy.
Yeah.
Like Silent Hill
remember
1?
that game,
Yeah.
Siren? Y'all remember
I didn't
that
play
game,
Siren, no.
Siren?
Nah, Silent Hill 1, that was my shit though back in the day. I remember I took off work to go play Silent Hill, to go pick it up at the mall.
Mass Effect 2 is so fucking good.
Yeah, it's a good game. It's still one of the better games. Mass Effect 3 is good too. But you got a bunch of idiots that couldn't follow the ending, but nah.
I didn't turn the game off, my nigga. I just stopped playing in PSVR.
Yeah.
Because first off, y'all don't know, PSVR has surround sound.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Well, it's on the thing.
Bro, I'm like, bro, I forgot for a second, and I had the gold headset one, so like I had to connect them to the PlayStation and then like have them with PSVR, right? And when you just hear the shit, you just hear your own footsteps, and then out of nowhere, shit just jump out. You're like, first off, where the fuck was that? Where it came from? And then you looking around, but you remember it's not a PSVR game. You could just see it in theater mode. So like, you literally have to move your controller. You have to get like control back of your controller in your hand. So when you look around and you just see shit, just oozy shit on the wall, it's like, and then you have to walk down a long ass hall, turn left, go up the stairs. I'm like, every time you walk upstairs, you hear like there's this emptiness in the stairs, like just like this. And then you hear nothing. And then out of nowhere, shit jumps out. You have to kill it. I'm like, this shit was that was a good feeling. I ain't gonna hold you because I like horror movies and like horror shit, death and all of that. I like the aspect of it, but I think it's all the same now. Like Silent Hill was my shit back in the days, but Resident Evil 7 brought that back when I played it in VR because it felt like Resident Evil and it felt like an action game. It felt like
y'all
you had to
psychopaths, bro.
No, I just like these horror games because
nah, I'm not into that.
You know why, Jemiah? Because horror games, when they're really horror, they keep you on your toes more than like regular shooting games. Like because really you have to think about it. It's a strategy. It's like you have to find an escape. So to me, that's a challenge. Imagine real life being trapped in like a whole house.
Nigga, I'm going
to your way out.
I'll be getting out of there. But I remember that. I remember that game being on Digital Foundry, and the people in the Xbox community got mad because Digital Foundry said, "Well, as you can see right here, the vines look better on the PlayStation." It's like, oh, for God's sake,
Even the Pro, it looks better.
I'm sure it did. I mean, there's a lot of things on the Xbox, and like I said, that Red Dead Redemption 2 being lower than low graphics setting, that's terrible. That's all I can say. That's terrible.
That still look a little better than the pro version. I'm gonna be honest
So,
with you. It does a little. It really does. So
well, that game does, but there's a whole bunch of games that came out. Well, what's the name of that game? Call of Duty, the one that just came out. That game looks like trash on Xbox
it
X.
looks the exact same
No,
as well. No, the pro looks better.
the Pro looks a lot better. It's a lot better
The
clarity.
They said the X performs better, but after this patch, I see them run the same at like 58 frames per second. They don't run stable at all.
No, neither console does, but it's just that game looked and ran better on the PlayStation. There's a whole bunch of games to do, but that's old news. I said the X didn't give it to me; it died. They killed that thing before it even came out. But I do have to go. It's 11:45. I'm going to run up here
about
to
to say
eat.
that. I'm about to say, Jemiah, bro, we done kept Craig here.
No, man, I'm just gonna. I gotta
right.
walk to the store, so it's actually warmer outside. So when I walk down there, but
It's cold. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, it's about 39 here, so that's that, and the sun's out, so that's good walking weather. So,
All right, I'm out though.
all right, then I'll saw y'all. I'll see you guys later. All right, guys, we're
Yes,
gonna
sir.
bounce. I am going to get on up
Later,
out of
y'all.
here, and y'all enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.
Doses.